Sunday concerts. Live life loud.
Live here in Las Vegas, just a few minutes away from kickoff. First place on the line tonight here in the United Football League. The Las Vegas Locos, the reigning champs, taking on the undefeated Omaha Nighthawks. First time that Omaha has been away from the friendly confines of Rosenblatt. And welcome back into gunfire and fireworks, as we expect, as the Locos are getting ready to take the field. They had a big win last week in Florida. But, Paul, when we look at some of the surprises this season, what surprises you about the young start already here in the UFL?
Not. There's only 3 rushing touchdowns in the first 3 weeks. Take a look at this graphic. This is really interesting. 28 touchdowns, 24 of them by pass, 3 rushing touchdowns by one guy. Dominic Rhodes is the only guy that has a rushing touchdown, and there's been an interception for a touchdown. I mean, that to me is frightening. And usually you would think the offensive linemen love to run the football. When you ask them, I'd rather run the ball than pass, because they have, they don't know where the defensive guy's going. Running the ball, you just go straight ahead and knock the guy out that's in front of you. This is frightening to see this.
You know what's really interesting to me is Florida is 1-2, and that's the team that bolstered their running game the most with Rhodes, and they're 1-2, a big game coming up. And who has the worst offense right now in the league? The 2-0 Nighthawks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They're winning.
They're 2-0.
Yeah, that stats, we look at stats all the time and you say, well, what does that mean? Well, it means that they can't run the ball with them on green, but they still can win.
Coming up tomorrow, huge game in Hartford. They have a chance to go to 2-1, taking on a must game now for the Florida Tuskers. And then join us next Friday. We will be in Sacramento, expecting 20,000 there as the Mountain Lions take on these same Las Vegas Locos. It is a beautiful night here in Vegas. The temperature was in the 80s today. Right now, as we near kickoff, it is 75 degrees, just a little bit of a wind, clear skies. If you were in Omaha today, and who would have thought this, it was 90 degrees. Surf up in Nebraska. Kickoff coming up. United Football League action live on HDNet. Omaha at Las Vegas. Stay with us.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation.
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
You were bullied.
The hardest words are fighting words.
Yeah, a lot. It's a very easy understanding why I became a fighter.
Boss Bruton, where'd you get the El Guapo nickname?
I used to call myself the most handsome fighter in mixed martial arts.
You patented the liver punch. Why do you think it's so debilitating?
You're going down, there's nothing you can do. It just shocks your body.
Fighting Words with Mike Straka. Next Friday at 8:30 on HDNet.
How you train is how you fight.
That's how I did. Gave me a lot of injuries.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rice.
And I'm Boston.
Be sure to join us inside MMA next week. We'll have a knockout panel discussing the latest in the world of mixed martial arts.
We'll take you places where only our cameras can go. Plus, we have news and highlights you won't find anywhere else.
Never, ever. Inside MMA next Friday at 9 Eastern here on HDNet. Your hope for
MMA.
Word, baby, baby, baby.
Get Out is heating things up in the Great White North.
It's gonna be really, really hot. There's so much Canada has to offer.
On this sizzling new season of Get Out Canada, a sexy new adventure begins.
They're gonna give us a free show.
Canadian style.
I think I'm gonna open up another bottle of wine.
I think that's a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea.
This week, join the girls for an amazing zipline adventure in Turkey Point, Ontario. It's a fresh new season of Get Out Canada, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on HDNet.
This is Gary Stills, UFL on HDNet. No one gets you closer, period.
In a city built on luck, the stakes are high for two teams. Jeff Garcia and the Omaha Nighthawks have been perfect at home. But for the first time, they leave the friendly confines of Rosenblatt Stadium to take their show on the road.
Vegas is the best team that we've played so far. We're excited about going down there. We haven't been on the road yet. We'll see how our guys react to that.
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Coming Coming off a big win in Florida, the Las Vegas Locos return home with a retooled running game. Last week, Dede Dorsey proved he's a difference maker. Is he the spark the Locos have been looking for?
As long as we're winning, looking forward to a repeat. Those are my goals.
The Omaha Nighthawks and the Las Vegas Locos light up the desert in the race for first place.
A perfect evening in Las Vegas and a perfect setting not far from the Strip at Sam Boyd Stadium. They're rolling the dice. It's all on the line for first place in the UFL. The Omaha Nighthawks on the road for the first time, the only unbeaten team in the league, taking on the reigning champs, the Locomotives. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the UFL on HDNet. Kenny Rice and Paul McGuire, glad that you're with us. Paul, with only 8 games in the season, we're nearing the halfway point, so every game is big. And like we say, 3 games in, first place on the line.
Yeah, it is. And when you take a look at Omaha, brand new football team, these guys have never really been together. They have no preseason games, and they step out 2-0. You know, you're kind of amazed about that thing, but as Coach Jagosinski said to us yesterday, we won the first quarter.
That's it. And they have won the first quarter of the season at 2-0. Obviously, 3-0 would be huge for them. And Vegas knows to be 2-1 and have that win over what looks like the best team right now in Omaha, how big that would be for them. The big news for Las Vegas, it's happened within the last week. We saw him return to action last week against Florida. That is Dede Dorsey, the electrifying running back.
Last week, 99 yards, first game. The one thing that the UFL really doesn't have, and they just got it, is a running game with Dede Dorsey. And what he does for this football team, he makes Tim Rattay a better quarterback. Not only did he run for 99 yards, but 7 receptions in a game for over 100 yards. This guy is a great player, and I don't understand why he is not in the National Football League right now.
Jeff Garcia did it again last week against Sacramento, leading a late rally, overcoming a deficit to get a victory.
Well, Jeff Garcia has done it 2 weeks in a row. Got down to the end, and here's a guy that wins the football game. And quarterbacks, that's where they want the ball, in their hands at the end of a ball game. Let them win it. And the nice thing about this young man, you see 25,000 passing yards. Well, if you put in Canada, it's over 40,000. But the neat thing about Jeff Garcia, I love to say this, he's 40 years old.
And Garcia gets ready to bring his team on the road for the first time. Captain's meeting, getting ready for the coin toss. On the sideline with us, as always, Paul Crane and Ron Kruk. Let's check in with Ron.
Thanks very much, Kenny. With Omaha head coach Jeff Jagosinski, and coach, your defense last week had to deal with quarterback Dante Culpepper. This week, it's running back Dede Dorsey, who just rejoined this Vegas team. How do you slow this guy down?
Well, what you do is you put an extra guy down in the box. You drop a safety down, play single high. So we have an 8-man front. That's the best way to take care of that.
Coach, after 2 sellouts in Omaha, you leave the Nighthawk faithful back in Nebraska, and you come out for your first test on the road. How did you prepare these guys for their first road game?
Well, we have a lot of guys that have played in the NFL and played a lot of pro football, and this was a business trip for us. We just came out here, and we're going to try to get our 3rd win.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much. Of course, guys, we'll hear from Coach Jags and the players live throughout the game. Now let's go over to the Las Vegas sideline where Paul Crane is standing by. Paul?
Thank you very much, Ron. I'm here with Coach Fossil. And, Coach, we've talked about the importance of this game with your team 1-1, the Nighthawks 2-0. What's the last thing you said to your team before coming out?
I told them it looks like they're ready to play. They're excited right now, and I said, we just got to do the things that smart football teams that win games do, and that's win the turnover battle, protect the quarterback, and play good special teams.
So in the early part of this game, what's the most important thing you need to see from your guys?
Well, I think we established the run on offense, and in the passing game, get into some rhythm and try to get to the quarterback and sack him and harass him and all that.
All right, good luck. Thank you.
We'll
see you throughout the game. Kenny?
Thank you, Paul. You probably notice all of us wearing some pink tonight in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the United Football League recognizing that. You'll see some pink on the players, and certainly we encourage everyone to contribute to that wonderful cause of breast cancer awareness and making people aware of that.
I loved when you saw this last week with the National Football League, what they did, all the players, and it's nice to see the support. It really is.
Las Vegas wins the coin toss. They have elected to receive.
And let me just remind everybody of one thing on a receiving team. You cannot form a wall to block. You can't have more than 2 men in a wall. So it enables the defense to really get downfield.
Jeff Wolford, who kicked a 46-yard field goal last week, will kick it off. And Michael Ray Garvin stands back to receive. Garvin, cornerback, one of the top return men in the United Football League. Well, Omaha on the road for the first time, perfect at 2-0. As Wolford tees it up and we get ready to get underway here in Las Vegas. Nice kick. Garvin backs up about 4 yards deep, has trouble with it, and wisely will take a knee. And Las Vegas will begin their first series from their own 20 as Tim Rattay comes to the field. You see the numbers on Rattay. He's coming off his best game of the season last week and leading him to victory over Florida.
Thanks to
number 1.
Dorsey, number 1.
Dorsey and Ship will alternate in the backfield. Trouble with the exchange, falling on it, wrapping it up. And a flag on the play was Tim Rattay. Marcel Ship actually starting in the backfield. We'll see Dorsey, of course, a lot tonight.
This will drive a coach absolutely nuts. You got the kickoff return.
By the defense, number 92.
That's going against, it goes against Willie Williams.
Either it doesn't matter, the coach, it's going to drive you nuts. You line up on the offense, the defensive line gets down, and you don't line up onside. The ball is on the 20. There's a yard line that's down there. Just stay behind it.
Well, penalties, 99 yards worth of them last week for Omaha. They've already picked up one now. It's 1st and 5 at the 25, and Ship will get the carry and not find any room as he tries to go on the left side, and Dusty Dvorak, as usual, fills up a lot of space there. Savage, Dvorak, Williams, and more, that strong front. And remember, as we talked about on the pregame, Dwayne White, they expect a lot from him in pass rushing. As you look at the starting lineup, the receivers, Tab Perry's off to a terrific start. As a matter of fact, Jim Fossil was telling us he thought he was the most improved player right now. On 2nd and 7, Ship still in the backfield, the lone setback. And it's pitched to him. To the 20 and maybe about the 22 once again. Not much room there. That's Eric Green, who is starting in place of the sick Ricardo Coakley. He has a staph infection, so Coakley out tonight. Green is starting. There you see that front. Savage and Moore, really special last week, knocking down passes and putting all kinds of pressure on Culpepper. Greisen still leads the team in tackles, along with Cato June, who's coming off a big game. And you see the starters, Fagans and Green, the cornerbacks in there. Here it is, 3rd and 8. Dorsey in for the first time in the backfield. Rattay, protection, throwing, complete, and he hits Adam Bergen, the leading receiver on the season, the big tight end, and that will bring them close, but short of a first down. They'll kick it away.
Man, this is not what Fossil was expecting. You talk about, we got to attack on offense. Well, on the first play, they get an offside penalty against Omaha, so now it's 1st and 5. They end up in 3rd and 8.
Danny Bogger to kick it away. Shad Williams waits back, leads the team in all-purpose yardage, takes it on the run to 35. Gets up close to midfield, forced out around the 49-yard line. Nice return again by Shad Williams. And another flag, 2nd one of the night.
We saw a bunch of flags last week on special teams, and that's something, I mean, you got to be aware of where you are.
Illegal shift by the offense. The penalty is declined. We'll take the result of the play, change of possession, 1st down, Omaha.
Referee Chris Sneed, and you see the rest of the crew working tonight's game, and that good run. That's where they'll take over right near midfield with Shad Williams. And here comes Jeff Garcia.
Now here's the team. When you were talking about, we talked about it earlier about running the football. This team has to run the football, I think, in order to beat Las Vegas. They really do.
Amon Green in the backfield. We expect Maurice Claret to play quite a bit tonight as well. They'll go with Green, who goes right up the gut, gets about 4 down to 46 of Vegas.
Well, you know, Coach, and I said you got to run the football to win. Coach Jagosinski said something to us yesterday that really is true. When you look at the defense, you can only rush 6 guys, okay? So in that case, it just forces you really to throw the ball because you know you don't have that. You have enough people to block the 6 guys that are coming.
Darling, already 2 touchdowns. We talked earlier about how big that Ferguson has been for this team. Kind of a maligned offensive lineup for Omaha. A lot of penalties last week on 2nd and 5. Again, they'll stay on the ground and pick up about 3 more yards, getting closer to that first down. And in the kind of situation they're hoping to be in as Amon Green carries for the 2nd time, and Brandon Moore comes up to make the tackle. There's the defensive front of Wassam, Kalaji, Malone, and Henderson, who had 2 sacks last week. He has 5 in his UFL career. We saw Lehman get an interception for a touchdown the first game of the season among a veteran linebacking corps, and some strong play as usual from Dada and Wallace and Trufant in the secondary. Now it is 3rd and 2. They have had trouble on 3rd down, but they don't get too many 3rd and 2 situations. They get one now, and Amon Green is stopped. And that's what Jagosinski was telling us, Paul. He said, I want those 3rd and short yardage. They got it, but they don't get this.
This was a manageable 3rd down, but they tried to run the ball to a stacked 8-man line. I mean, you just can't do it. They were forcing Omaha to throw the ball, and I'm really surprised that Garcia didn't check off to a throw.
Lovelace Sapay, who plays behind Kalachi, got the tackle.
I'm sorry, Kenny, but they're going for it. They've got 4th down and about a yard, and Garcia's back on the field.
From the 41 of Las Vegas, 4th and 1 on the opening drive. Why not? Garcia, lone setback is Green. Garcia to throw on the slant. They get the first down and add a little bit more to it. And of course, who else do you go to in that situation but Robert Ferguson?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm saying this one time tonight, Robert Ferguson is a man. I'm going to tell you, this guy, he is the outlet guy for Garcia. He is wide open. I do not know why they allow him to get to the inside. Now, Dada is on him, but he should have had help from the safety. Someone should have been inside of Ferguson.
Picks up 8, 1st and 10th to 33. Gutsy move early to go on 4th and 1. Again on the ground. This time Shad Williams, the ball carrier, takes it inside the 30 before Teddy Lehman brings him down.
Now here's a team, Omaha, that really surprised you. Now they should be able to run the football because they've got that 3-headed monster. They've got Amon Green, number 30, who starts, Shad Williams, number 21, who comes in, and now Maurice Claret, number 13, is ready to play. His legs are under him. He's relaxed. He knows the system. You're going to see quite a bit of him tonight.
And he got a quality run right there, Paul, to pick up 6 to bring up a 2nd and 4. Get in those manageable situations. That's what Jaganowski has been telling his team all week. Garcia to pass, throwing, and complete to Shad Williams coming out of the backfield. Nice play by Williams. He has shown his versatility. He leads the team in all-purpose yardage. 1st down for Omaha. Let's check in with Paul Crane.
Kenny, there's a hole on the Locos defensive line. Big defensive tackle Alfred Malone has missed the last several plays with an apparent knee injury. He's walking around, but not yet back in the game.
Thank you, Paul. Sapay has been filling in the last couple of plays while they look at Malone. As Garcia faces now a 1st and 10. They've got everything going. They've got a timeout taking place right now for Omaha. They went for it on 4th and 1. They've got it. Nice drive going here for the Nighthawks. First time on the road. 1st and 10 at the 21 when we come back.
Sure, we pick up the zone blitz. Weak side linebacker. Who's got him? Who's got the Sam linebacker when he comes?
We got to pick this up now. Here we go. Flank right. F fly. Yeah, boy. Get him. Get him.
The United Football League. If you like great football, you'll love the UFL.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The time, the talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation!
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
On an all-new episode of Drinking Made Easy, Zane and the boys make drinking easy in Santa Fe. First, Zane mixes a $48 margarita.
$48 right there! You guys want to try some? No.
Then drinks a beer strong enough to kill a chicken.
Chicken killer barley wine. How do you use the word unassuming?
And Steve takes on 10 pounds of burrito.
Let's get it on!
Drinking Made Easy in Santa Fe. Back-to-back episodes start Wednesday at 8 Eastern on HDNet.
The United Football League on HDNet is presented by Men's Warehouse, the official men's retail clothing store of the United Football League. Men's Warehouse. By AOL Fan House. For more information on the United Football League, go to fanhouse.com. By Progressive Insurance, making it easy to shop for car insurance. No score, 9:05 to go here in the first quarter, and on their opening drive, Omaha is moving. Let's check in with Ron.
Guys, Omaha is dead last in the UFL in total rushing yards, and last week managed only 36 yards on the ground. So this week at practice, Coach Jaganinsky gathered up his entire offensive line, took 36 steps, turned around and said, this is the only rushing yards you guys can get. He has definitely challenged his O-line to do a better job run blocking this week. Penny?
1st and 10, firing it to Robert Ferguson. He takes it in for the score, 21 yards. Garcia to Ferguson, and they complete the scoring drive after going for it on 4th and 1.
And all this set this up was a running game. And you only have to run it a few times successfully. And successfully means that you only have to run it if you get 3 or 4 yards at a time running the ball. Then Ferguson is running downfield. What I can't understand is Brandon Moore is a linebacker, and he's back there. He wasn't in coverage. He just hustled to get back into play.
Second touchdown this season for Ferguson. He had the one that won the game, of course. And coming on is Wolford to tack on the point after. Impressive drive for Omaha. They went for it on 4th and 1 to keep it going. And Jeff Garcia, Robert Ferguson, old times for them, 7-0 Nighthawks.
Fanhouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here. So step inside fanhouse.com.
Sunday Concert's exclusive premiere, My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade is Dead. Premieres Sunday at 8 Eastern.
The Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Omaha scoring drive, 7 plays, 50 yards.
This man, Robert Ferguson, tell us about the touchdown catch.
That was a play we've been running all week. We game planning for those guys, and it happened just like we've been doing it all week in practice.
Robert, there's no secret you guys have been struggling to run the ball. If you get that going, that's really going to open up the passing attack, and that's scary because you've been on fire.
Without a doubt. We want to come out here and focus on running the ball. We kind of know what we have. We got a lot of veteran guys on the perimeter, so we just want to focus on running the ball.
Thank you very much. Kenny, back upstairs to you.
All right, Ron, strong drive here for Omaha to start things off. Wolford tees it up, and for the second time, Las Vegas now will come on offense. Michael Ray Garvin stands back at the goal line. Wolford booted a beauty, put it deep in the end zone, forced a touchback the last time. Kicking with a lot of confidence after that 46-yarder. This one coming up a little shorter. Garvin takes it on the run at the 9, to the 20, up to the 30, tripped up, falls forward, and a nice defensive play made by Stuart Swigert. Swigert, the backup strong safety.
Well, number 20 is Swigert, and he just makes an outstanding play. Look at this. He gets off the block. He's right in the middle of your screen and makes a tackle on Garvin. That's just heads-up play by special teams.
Good return for Garvin. Puts the team out to the 32. And Ship remains in the backfield starting this drive. Rattay throwing it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Green. Eric Green with the interception for Omaha, and they're going to be in great position.
Well, he's trying to hit his tight end going across the middle, Bergen. And the problem with Rattay on this play is he picks him up late. He's got to get the ball out in front of him. He threw the ball behind him, and then Green makes the interception. But this is a bad throw. Watch coming across. See Bergen? Look where the ball is thrown. It's high and behind him. He picked Bergen up late, he being Rattay, and you're going to see it. Boom, he sees Bergen now, and he throws the ball late and high. Just a heads-up play by Green.
Green, his first interception. Omaha threatening already. 1st and 10 at the 32. They're going on a flea flicker fake, and keeping it instead was Ferguson. Lost his balance and fell forward. And Owassum moved in to snuff that out.
You got to look at this. Darling, number 81, is the guy Ferguson's going to throw, is the wide receiver on one side. But Darling's running downfield, and it looks like he didn't even know what the play was because he never even got behind the defensive man.
They lose 4 on it to bring up 2nd and 14 back to the 35. Jagosinski always says he'll make it interesting, and that was an interesting call. Straight back, Garcia rolling, throwing, and getting his completion to Darling.
Yeah, but you just saw that play for the first and last time. You're not going to see that again. Here goes Darling again. Watch this move. Gives him a little stutter step, and Dada's trying to stay with him. He can't, and it's back to the outside. Those are outstanding hands, man.
Darling.
I just going to say, I love to watch these guys. Ferguson, Darling, Haas is going to be something when this young man starts to catch the ball. But these guys really know how to catch the ball with their hands.
Darling picks up 8 on that. 3rd and 6 down to the 28. In motion, Darling. Garcia dumps it off quickly to him. Inside the 20, gets to about the 16. Darling back-to-back catches. Jamil Dowling comes up from the corner to bring him down.
Boy, I tell you what, if you're gonna unload and try to come at Garcia, watch these guys. First of all, pick up the blitz, and then they see Darling get open in the outside. They are running crossing patterns against this team, Las Vegas, and these guys aren't covering.
13-yard pickup puts it 1st and 10 at the 15 in the red zone. Omaha perfect this season. As Green is the lone setback, going in motion is Brian Ely, who had a big catch last week. Green straight up the middle, gets down inside the 10, ball loose on the ground. Vegas thinks they have it, and they do. Turnover after turnover, an interception gave Omaha great position, and inside the 10, Amon Green fumbles it back to Vegas.
Boy, you look at this hole in the line. I mean, Amon Green had a great, there was Cook and Alexander up in the middle. Watch the hole that Amon Green's running through. He doesn't get touched until he's about 5 yards downfield. You've got to protect the ball. When you put your head in to hit the ball, that was Jamal Lewis that put his helmet on the ball. Watch 34 put his helmet right on the ball where Amon Green is. Bam, the ball comes out. That's your ball, man. You got to hold on to it.
Both teams with a turnover. Vegas starts at their own 8. And they'll stay on the ground and try to get a little breathing room. Moving it out across the 10-yard line is D.D. Dorsey. We see him carry for the first time tonight.
Just remember one thing about old D.D. Dorsey. He had 99 yards running last week, 107 pass receiving. He does it all, so don't get comfortable thinking that he's only going to be running the football. Not. He'll be catching it. He caught 7 of them last week.
Had a long run of 47 yards. Picks up 4 that time. It's 2nd and 6. And again, they'll stay with Dorsey on the ground. Bounces outside, gets close to the first down. Looks like he's got it before Swigert runs him out.
Boy, you know, Kenny, when we talked about him, what he did last year, D.D. Dorsey, and then you watch him now. Watch his feet. Watch his feet. Here's a guy, when he comes out, he's just, watch him move. He's going to skip. He's going to slide to the outside, gets himself open, and then he picks up the first down. That's heads-up running, boy.
Dorsey picking up 8 and a first down for Vegas up to the 19. Pitches back to Dorsey going to the left side. Nice cutback. 25. spins at the 30, 35, up to about the 37-yard line. Dorsey. Before finally, it was DeMarcus Fagans bringing him down after an 18-yard gain.
Watch him wait. Watch him wait. He just waits. He waits. He waits. He picks the hole. He's just waiting for someone to block downfield. And finally, he just said, you know, I'll go, I'm on. Watch him now. Watch the holes. They're getting outstanding blocking. Coming down the line of scrimmage is Boone, the center, number 79. And then Dorsey just cuts it back to the inside. First down.
Dorsey, the workhorse in this drive. Rattay, short drop, no room over on the left. Now he rolls right, looking, throwing, get his completion, and gets down inside the 40-yard line. He goes to Patrick Bergen. Bergen with his 15th catch of the season. Patrick Thomas makes the tackle.
Well, this time, this is Rattay getting out of trouble. He has no one. He's looking over here to throw the ball, so he can't do anything. Now he's got room to the outside, and who is his favorite receiver really is Bergen, Adam Bergen, and he picks him up for the first down.
20-yard pickup on that, so we've had an 18-yard run by Dorsey, a 20-yard reception by Bergen in this drive. Vegas starting at their own 8 after recovering the fumble from Omaha. Back on the ground again. This is Shipp back in the lineup, Marcel Shipp. And Shipp, who comes into this as Wendell Bryant makes the tackle as the number 3 rusher in the United Football League, averaging 3.5 yards per carry.
And Kenny, they have Bergen on the sideline, Adam Bergen, number 87, and looking at his knee. So, I mean, that is not good for this football team because he is their leading receiver.
They get 5 on that. 2nd and 5, down to the 38 of Omaha. From the eye, it's Shipp again. Hit and spins, and Jim Moore brings him down after maybe a couple of yards. And there you see, Paul, they're looking at Adam Bergen, former star at Lehigh, played a couple of seasons with the Cardinals, so valuable to this team last year, one of the 20 guys that they protected when free agency and drafts and all came open. They wanted to make sure they had the big tight end there.
Well, coming into this game, he has 13 catches, leads this team in receptions, but no touchdowns.
Here it's 3rd and 5 at the 38. Dorsey is back in. Rattay stepping up. He's going to run for it and slide forward and get close to the 30. And he's going to be, looks like, in first down territory. Rattay had to tuck it, go with it, and picks up the first down before Cal.
Experienced quarterbacks are so necessary in a new league. This is only the beginning of the 2nd year, but Tim Rattay knew when to tuck the ball and go. He knew he didn't have any receivers. Now watch how quick he's going to convert into a runner. Boom, he sees the rush, there is a hole, and he knows exactly where he has to get before he goes down. That's heads-up football.
Rattay picking up 7, 1st and 10 down to the 31 on the 2nd drive of the evening for the Vegas Locos. They'll stay on the ground. And no running room that time for Dorsey. Adam Bergen coming back in. Bryant there to make another tackle.
I'll tell you one thing. When they put 6 up on the line of scrimmage and you know they're coming, they be in Omaha, that middle linebacker, Richardson, you better make the tackle on Dorsey because you're the only guy between he and the secondary. And when you commit yourself like that, it means that every single one of those guys must get into a gap and hold on to it.
2nd and 10 at the 31. Play action. Popping and brought down before he can unload it. And Jay Moore is there to record his first sack. Last week it was the sack attack. They had 4 sacks on Culpepper. Moore knocked down a couple of passes, and now he picks up his first sack of the season.
Well, they better give Brandon Braxton a little extra help out on the outside because Moore is just getting back. He's speed rushing from the outside. Brandon Moore is not making the turn. And we talked to Coach Fossil about Brandon Moore because he happens to be from my hometown,
Youngstown, Ohio.
But he said he is the most improved player he has on the team, but he's going to need some help with Moore.
Loss of 6. It's 3rd and 17 back to the 38. Rattay setting up. He'll dump it out safely into the flat. And that's where D.D. Dorsey will pick up just a few yards before Lowry makes the tackle. And now it looks like a field goal is coming up here for Las Vegas.
I like what Lowry did. He gave D.D. Dorsey a little bit of room. You can't give him too much room. And Tim Rattay saw that Dorsey was the only guy that he could throw the ball to. He did. They got back basically to the line of scrimmage. And now they're going to have to kick a field goal. And they also have a new field goal kicker.
He is Steve Huska, who formerly played for the Ravens, where he had a 54-yarder as his career long in the NFL. This is a 49-yarder out of the hold of the punter Bogger. And Huska's first kick with the Locos is up, and it is through, and 3 points on the board for Las Vegas. They recovered a fumble, got a good drive going. It stalled out a bit, but Huska comes in to boot it through from 49, and it's 7-3 here in the first.
Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Welcome to HDNet, Guys Night In.
It's a good time.
I got a name for it. It's crazy.
It's time to party down.
Let's have some fun, do a lot of drinking.
Sunset on Bourbon Street, player.
It's time to make your insides go vroom, vroom. Ride a bicycle. You need champagne on a boat ride, right?
On the party boat, baby.
Mwah. Yummy.
This is unreal. Art Man is here. It's always just been one giant party.
Always crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
What do you do for a living?
I am lady of the night and day, depending on clients' want sex.
She knows what works for her, and it really turned out well in the picture.
Am I the hottest girl in America?
We
We love Girls Gone Wild.
love them so much. They make me happy.
It was fantastic.
Is there a love potion happening as we speak? I think I found my soulmate.
Guys Night In on Thursday and Saturday.
Fanhouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here. So step inside fanhouse.com.
The 11-play, 61-yard drive resulting in a Huska 49-yard field goal. Coach Jagosinski's team has the touchdown in the game. Coach Fossil's team finally getting on the board. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And there's a look at Steve Huska, one of the new Locos, the third kicker they've used this year. They dropped Douglas last week. Some inconsistency. Coach Fossil told us the original kicker was injured before the season even started. Standing back is Shad Williams. Remember, Coakley, who leads the UFL in kickoff returns, is not playing tonight because of an injury. It goes into the end zone, and there's a flag on the play. So we'll wait and see what this penalty is going to be.
Las Vegas is offside on the kickoff. Not offside. He was offside by 2 yards.
Offsides by the kicking team, number 18. That's a 5-yard penalty. Free kick.
That's on Brian Hernandez, backup receiver, and oft-times kickoff and punt returner as well for Las Vegas.
Bottom left, take a look at it. You think the guy's offside? He wanted to get a running start.
Well, he is one of the fastest men on the team.
Well, that's why.
That's why.
It's a running start.
A running start.
Jeff, did he have it?
Okay, I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody. There you look at Hernandez, who was returning from last year, one of that deep core receivers they protected to bring back.
50 years ago, I was on the kickoff team, and when a guy did that, I tell you, you want to punch his lights out, because you got to figure these guys they just ran 70 yards downfield. And there's a flag on the play. Now they got to come back and do it all over again.
They move it back to the 25. Shad Williams is number 3 in the league in returning kicks. His teammate Coakley out with a staph infection, number 1. So they put Omaha throughout this season in good field position. They have a good chance to do so here. Huska gets a nice leg into it. And this is taken by Byron Early. And early makes a nice spinning move and picks up some decent yards. He of the big catch last week, Jamil Dowling, moves in to make the tackle. 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Nighthawks will be on the attack.
We're bullied.
The hardest words are fighting words.
Yeah, a lot. It's a very easy understanding why I became a fighter.
Boss Bruton, where'd you get the El Guapo nickname?
I used to call myself the most handsome fighter in mixed martial arts.
You patented the liver punch. Why do you think it's so debilitating?
You're going down, there's nothing you can do. It just shocks your body.
Fighting Words with Mike Straka. Next Friday at 8:30 on HDNet.
How you train is how you fight.
That's how I do it. Gave me a lot of injuries.
This October, HDNet Fights is the place to be for live MMA. First, it's the world's most feared strikers. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Then, the search for a new champion continues. K1 World Max 2010 70-kilogram Final 16. Plus, only one will stand victorious. Sengoku Raiden Championship 15. HDNet Fights, every Friday in October on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rice.
And I'm Boston.
Be sure to join us inside MMA next week. We'll have a knockout panel discussing the latest in the world of mixed martial arts.
We'll take you places where only our cameras can go. Plus, we have news and highlights you won't find anywhere else.
Never, ever. Inside MMA next Friday at 9 Eastern here on HDNet. Your hope for
MMA. Word, baby.
I'm Amon Green, and you're watching the UFL on HDNet.
19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Omaha on the road leading 7-3 against Las Vegas. Jeff Garcia perfect so far, including a touchdown pass to Robert Ferguson, the only TD in this game. And for Garcia, that is his 6th touchdown of the season, moving him into a tie for first in the league. On 1st and 10, they operate from their own 30. And Claret is in. Play fake. Garcia steps up, throws, first down up to the 40. That's Hall, the reception. Roy Hall makes the catch. Jamil Dowling brings him down.
I'll tell you what, you talk about awareness. Awareness. Watch Garcia. Watch number 7. He's going to step up. He sees the rush. Now look at his passes thrown. Only where the receiver can catch it, and that's to the outside. That's Roy Hall. Man, is that a good throw. And a penalty.
For Hall, that's his 4th reception of the season. Let's see about the flag.
During the play, personal foul. Number 96 of the defense. Blow to the head. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That is against Antoine Lake, who's moved up to play now in place of Alfred Malone, still being worked on the sideline.
Boy, you think he's not mad? I'll tell you what. When you do dumb things, and that's a dumb thing, because they're protecting the head of all the players. You cannot whack a guy in the head.
Clock ticking down. This is going to be the end of the first quarter. And Omaha, because of that 15-yard penalty, will have good field position when we come back for the start of the second quarter. The Nighthawks and Jeff Garcia, perfect 5 for 5 so far, including a touchdown pass to Robert Ferguson. That's been the touchdown scoring in the game, a field goal for Las Vegas. And after 7-3, Nighthawks leading. You're watching the UFL on HDNet.
This stuff is good.
Breaking open the crust, it was like a treasure.
I think it's kind of the zest to it. Have you tried this?
I love them. This is really good.
That's good.
This is the real deal. This is the stuff that we eat.
I absolutely love Crunch and Munch.
My whole family loves Hebrew National. I love Peter Pan.
I absolutely
They love it.
My sons love it. I love. My kids love it.
Oh, I love it.
My family loves it. I love it.
Hi, I'm looking to save money on my car insurance. How do I know if I'm getting a good deal? You should talk to the specialist.
The specialist?
He compares rates side by side. You could save hundreds. It's easy.
Great.
Okay, Pickles. Do your thing. Oh, that's amazing. I trained him myself. I meant the... Okay.
Same coverage, more savings. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
On an all-new episode of Drinking Made Easy. Zane and the boys make drinking easy in Santa Fe. First, Zane mixes a $48 margarita.
$48 right there. You guys want to try some? No.
Then drinks a beer strong enough to kill a chicken.
Chicken killer barley wine. How do you use the word unassuming?
And Steve takes on 10 pounds of burrito.
Let's get it on.
Drinking made easy in Santa Fe. Back-to-back episodes start Wednesday at 8 Eastern on HDNet.
An epic showdown.
I'm going to keep my focus on the football part of it, the X's and O's of football. We've all had different paths to get here.
Proven stars, superior skills.
I'll try to make every play the most exciting play out there.
When you go on the field, you want to be at your best.
Each game lasts 60 minutes. But glory is one play away.
You never know when the play is going to be a game winner. Go 100% on every play.
The UFL on HDNet. Las Vegas and Sacramento. Coverage begins live next Friday night, 10:30 Eastern, only on HDNet.
The second quarter starts with the United Football League on HDNet is presented by ConAgra Foods, maker of the food you love, and by Rydell. And we start the second quarter. Going on the ground with it is Claret. Maurice Claret losing his helmet, and Hartwell moves in to make the tackle. And that's the 6th carry of the season for Claret.
Maurice Claret, I mean, there's just no blocking. He had no place to go, and they just did a great job. And Egerton Hartwell, I'm going to tell you something. This guy is a player in the middle linebacker spot.
And Hartwell earlier helping out Causey. He recovered that fumble. You saw the numbers there on Claret, carrying for the first time last week since his Ohio State days. This time Garcia on 2nd and 12 goes to the air. He puts a lot of zip on it, and it goes through the hands of the tight end Christian Hopkins, who was well covered by Moore. And now the linebackers, Paul, we were talking about that. You brought up the great point earlier about the linebackers not being very active. They certainly, maybe they heard you. They picked up the pace at least.
They said because they have outstanding linebackers. I'm talking about Las Vegas with Lehman and Hartwell and Moore. These guys are really good.
3rd and 12. Ball at the 45 of Las Vegas. Omaha 1 for 2 on the night on 3rd down conversions. Garcia under pressure, flag thrown, and he throws it away. Hall somewhere in there, the intended receiver. But the pressure was on Garcia from the snap.
I think it's too many guys rushing the passer, to be honest with you. They just sent a whole bunch of people. And again, you can only bring 6. Usually it's the 4 down linemen and the 2 outside linebackers, but you can sneak a safety up there.
Number 57 of the defense, illegal formation, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that's going against Lehman, Teddy Lehman.
Yeah, he's in the legal formation. Look, he's smiling over there. He says, you know, where do you want me to line up? You don't like me to line up where you? All right, let's take a look at Teddy Lehman. Teddy Lehman's right over the guard. You see him? He's sitting here. And then he comes back to right up in the inside. You cannot cover. Let me explain something to you, folks. You cannot cover both guards and the center, okay? You can cover any 2 of those, any combination, but you can't cover all 3 of them.
Claret, the lone setback, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10 down to the 30. Can Omaha capitalize on a couple of nice breaks in this drive? 2 15-yard penalties. Claret with it. And he is brought down, stacked up, pushed back. Owassum was in there. Francis comes in to help out as well. And Claret having a rough go here.
I don't care what kind of a runner you are. How long it's been since you run the ball? Unless you have a hole, you're not going anywhere. And I'll tell you, Maurice Claret ran up into the hole, and they stuffed him. You got to block at the offensive line. Now, Coach Jagosinski said, I showed these guys, they only got 36 yards last week. This is as far as you can go. You think they would have learned something?
2nd and 10 at the 30, no pickup there. Garcia, a little bit of pressure, dumps it off over the middle, and it's incomplete for Amon Green coming out of the backfield. We've seen that twice, once tonight, once last week.
Well, Amon Green on this last play just didn't look at the ball. But just take a look at the defense. I mean, that was a hit into the helmet by Lewis that knocked the ball loose of Green. And then take a look at this. These guys are fired up, man. That's Hartwell again, who's a middle linebacker playing on the outside. But Amon Green, fumbled the ball and didn't look the ball in. He was ready to run and drop the football.
Green remains in, lone setback. 3rd and 10 at the 30. Here comes another 3rd down for Omaha. Been the bane of their existence so far. Teddy Lehman gets a little bit of revenge. No flag that time. He came charging in and knocks it down.
Boy, I'll tell you, they're sending some people, and Garcia's got to know they're coming. You can't sit back there that long, Jeff Garcia, without these guys either batting the ball back in your face or intercepting it. Lehman is number 57. He just delays. He comes up the middle. Now watch this. Up, hands in the air. If I can't get to you and I can't hit you, I'll knock the ball down.
Jeff Wolford, a 46-yarder last year, trying to better that now. This is a 48-yard attempt. And it's up. And it's good. Just getting it inside the upright. Nice leg from Jeff Wolford, his 4th field goal of the season. 3 more. Omaha leads it 10-3.
I'm Stan, and this is my aha moment. And I always wanted to make a whole city out of toothpicks. So after being unemployed for like 3 months, I had been toothpicking. And then a museum in Spain got interested in it, and then they bought it. I'm just a giant kid at heart. And so to do something like play with toothpicks and make a living at it, it is definitely an aha moment where I never thought I'd be doing this.
Mutual of Omaha, proud sponsor of life's aha moments.
Computer's your life, huh?
Yes. Perfect hiding place.
You're one of us. Information is power, and society must protect that at all costs.
My God. Our whole lives are on the computer, and they knew that I could be vanished.
How long would it take to track her? We'll find whoever she's speaking to.
No, I am Angela Bennett.
Give us the disc and we'll give you your life back.
I don't have your disc. I don't know what you need. Why me? I am nobody.
She's out here on her own.
We have to find her now. She's copied the disc.
She's your responsibility. Deal with it.
There's gonna be nothing left. Everything will be destroyed.
What did you think you were trying to do? Save the world.
No, not the world, just myself.
The Net, Wednesday at 9 on HDNet.
13-13 to go here in the first half. Kenny Rice, Paul McGuire, Paul Crane, and Ron Kruk on the sideline as you look at Didi Dorsey, number 1 right now with number 1 with a bullet, as they would say in the old days of spinning the records, Paul McGuire, and 28 yards rushing already tonight.
Yeah, he has more yards rushing than all 3 running backs combined of Omaha, Green, Williams, and Claret.
Wolford, who just had a personal best with a 49-yarder, kicks off to Michael Ray Garvin. Garvin from the 5 to the 20. And goes forward to about the 22-yard line. Alex Lewis comes in to tackle him, the former Detroit Lion who played at the University of Wisconsin. And now here come the Locos. Paul Crane tells us on the sideline, Adam Bergen, we saw him working on him earlier. Their valuable tight end is sitting out now, probably will not be back here in the first half. We'll keep an eye on that. Didi Dorsey is back in. Dorsey already, 4 carries, 28 yards. There's a look at Bergen, who's already had a couple of big catches tonight. 1st and 10, they start at the 23 this series. Rattay dumps it off quickly, and he'll go to the man that is so dangerous when he gets it in, Dorsey. And finally, Corey Ivey comes in to bring him down, and he makes it look so effortlessly, doesn't he? A late flag in on the play.
Well, look at this. It's a screen pass to the outside. What I do like is look at the offensive linemen. They're all looking downfield. They're all trying to get a piece of somebody. I mean, they all don't get a block, but Oakley, the right guard, gets a good block.
Personal foul by the defense, number 42. Blow to the head. The 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Is there something about a blow to the head that I'm missing here, that these guys don't understand it?
That's against Clinton Hart.
Clinton
Another
Hart,
15-yarder. He's
backup safety. He's number 42.
That moves at 15 up to the 47. 1st and 10 at the 47. Marcel Shipp comes back in the lineup for Vegas. And Ship will get the pitch. Trying to sweep around the right side. Stacked up. Gets about 2 on the play. Greisen leading the charge for the tackle.
Well, we got another late flag.
And Rattay is pleased. He's obviously thinks it's going against Omaha.
After the play, personal foul, late hit by the defense, number 92, stepping on a player.
That's Willie Williams.
15-yard penalty.
It's the play.
First down.
You know what's sickening about this? The play is over, Willie Williams. The play is over. The man is on the ground, and then you step on him. Number 92 is Williams. This play is all over with. And Williams, it's behind this play. It's about 7 yards back behind this play. I mean, the man has already been tackled, so you're wide open in an open field, and you don't think someone's going to see you?
30 yards of penalties against Omaha in this drive.
That man is livid.
He told us yesterday, Jagodzinski told us, this was one of his, he didn't feel great about the win last week because of all the penalties. Wonder what he's thinking now as yet another flag flies before they can even get a snap off.
You know, I tell you, you don't waste, you really don't.
By the defense, number 94. That's a 5-yard penalty.
You know,
that's the board check. But I'm going to tell you something. You don't waste timeouts, but I'll tell you, you better get this defense under control. I mean, I'd take a timeout, just bring these guys to the sideline and say, you guys are giving them yardage that they're not earning.
And these are coming from veteran players that are making these mistakes in this drive. 1st and 5 at the 31. Under pressure, Rattay, he unloads it and does so wisely. And that was White. We see the first time Dwayne White, who was the #1 draft choice in the UFL draft. Omaha immediately, they wanted him. Rick Mueller and company said, we got to get this guy. He didn't come right away to him, obviously. When Grant was released, it all worked out. And now there is the former University of Louisville star who played 7 years with the Buccaneers and the Lions in the NFL.
Boy, he just went right inside of Jason Capizzi, number 73, the right tackle, and it was easy. It was easy.
It's 2nd and 5 at the 31. Dede Dorsey back in, the lone setback. And they'll go with him, and he is hit in the backfield and tries to spin away. Good defense by Omaha. That was Lowry shooting through from the free safety.
You know what? It just really galls me when I see a guy like Lowry, number 37. Watch him. He makes a tackle in the backfield. He doesn't hold on. Hit Dede Dorsey right there, and Dede Dorsey picks up another 6 yards, and he's clapping like he did something. You didn't do anything.
Cato June eventually brings him down after a 6-yard gain, and his 3rd and 3 down to the 29. Vegas 1 and 3 on 3rd down conversions. And Dorsey already with 30 yards. They'll flip it out on the side and get close. And yes, looks like they are going to get a first down by going to Andre Thurman. Thurman picking up his 8th catch of the year. Hart makes the tackle.
Boy, I like this play because this play has got people one-on-one on the outside. And all the action is to the other side. Watch Rattay. Quick pump back to the outside. Thurman's there. And by the time the safety gets to him, that's Clinton Hart, number 42, they already have the first down.
Picks up 5, gets the first down. 1st and 10 at the 24 of Omaha. Dorsey, lone setback. Rattay flips it over the middle. Dorsey. Still running east-west. And finds the going tough, and the helmet flies off Dorsey. Cato June coming up to make the hit. And you see him saying a few things to Dorsey and a little pat on the head there. Some nice sportsmanship after all these personal fouls we've seen.
Well, watch Cato June. He's going to just dislodge his helmet. When he hits him, here's Dorsey. He's going to cut back in and bam, right there. Cato June hit him with a forearm in the head and knocked his helmet off. Look at Dorsey. He's smiling at him. They're good friends. They're talking. That was a helmet flag. There's a distinct sound about that.
Timeout.
Picks up 4. Las Vegas taking a timeout. 10:04 to go in the first half. Las Vegas threatening in the red zone when we come back.
Hey guys, Kara Zavaleta here, your host of HDNet's original series Get Out, part of HDNet's Guys Night In.
If you want it, come get it. Come get it.
So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Every Thursday and Saturday night, we offer the craziest and most hilarious programming you will ever see on television.
We love the competition, we love sweat, we love the party.
Everything from gorgeous bathing beauties to some of the most hilarious stories from around the world.
What's wrong? Why are you grabbing your butt?
Mom, if you're watching this, please don't get upset.
Come on.
And let's not forget, the night ends with unrated programming that is hot, hot, and oh so hot, baby.
There's a double rainbow.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's a double rainbow.
High five up here.
Yeah, she's a delicious lady.
It's time to do it.
So join me, Kara Zavaleta, every Thursday and Saturday night on HDNet's Guys Night In. Sure to be one hell of a good time.
On an all-new episode of Drinking Made Easy, Zane and the boys make drinking easy in Santa Fe. First, Zane mixes a $48 margarita.
$48 right there.
You guys want to try some? No.
Then drinks a beer strong enough to kill a chicken.
Chicken killer barley wine. How do you use the word unassuming?
And Steve takes on 10 pounds of burrito.
Let's get it on.
Drink Made Easy in Santa Fe. Back-to-back episodes start Wednesday at 8 Eastern on HDNet.
Back here in Las Vegas, home team on a drive. They're in the red zone, trailing 10-3. We just saw Cato June in action, making a tackle on Dede Dorsey, and Dorsey's helmet going flying off here. And Cato June, of course, the Super Bowl linebacker with the Colts, played also with the Bucks and Bears, and picked up a sack last week. Pro Bowl selection that year, former Michigan star. He had a good season. Life was all good back then for Indianapolis.
That's good for him right now. He's playing very well.
He has been a welcome addition to this linebacking core. It is 2nd and 6, ball at the 20. Rattay throwing, has his man wide open in Reister, who takes it inside the 10 before Ivy is able to bring him down. George Reister, the backup tight end, playing while Adam Bergen is still trying to heal up a bit on the sideline.
Well, if Bergen was in, then he would have been the guy we're throwing to. But just take a look at it. He's looking at Reister, number 84. He sits down at about the 15-yard line. Look at how wide open the tight end is. Picks up the first down. That's just easy. That's so easy.
On defense this year, Omaha has not stopped anyone from scoring in the red zone. Ship comes back in, goes right side, spins around. Gary Stills, the former Locomotive, is there to bring him down. Talk about red zone offense. Las Vegas is 80%. They've been in the red zone 10 times this year, 4 field goals and 4 touchdowns. But everybody that gets in on Omaha has been scoring this year.
All right, and here they go with Ship trying to score. But the most important part about this, neither one of these teams have a rushing touchdown.
Dorsey back in. Rattay looks, throws out in the flat, has his man. Hart moves up quickly to make the tackle after the completion to Sherrod. Desmond Sherrod, the backup at times fullback, as well as one of the backup tight ends on this team out of Mississippi. Played on the Super Bowl championship team of the Steelers.
And Sherrod goes out, and Sammy Parker, number 85, goes in. Again, this team has not scored a rushing touchdown this year, and neither has Omaha.
It's been a good drive so far for Vegas. Dorsey is in. He's out wide to the right as a receiver on 3rd and 5. Pressure is on Rattay. Willie Williams is there, making up some for that penalty against him earlier.
No, you don't make up for the penalty. I'll tell you that right now. You just when you have a dumb penalty, you don't make up for it just because you rushed the quarterback.
Will he make that case to Jagosinski?
Yeah, but Jagosinski won't want to listen to it. But the ball is being thrown. Tim Rattay says, man, I didn't have time. I didn't have time.
Talking at number 16, the backup, Drew Willie, out of Buffalo, as Hauska will attempt a 23-yard field goal. He's the only one to score so far for the Locos, out of the hold of Bogger. And it's there. It's been all field goals so far for Las Vegas. Steve Hauska nailing his second one. 10-6, Omaha leads.
FanHouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here. So step inside FanHouse.com.
I'm Andre Dixon, running back from the Hartford Colonials.
What a hit. He dives in for the score.
I go to UFL-football.com for team news, player profiles, apparel, stats, and anything else UFL related.
Visit UFL-football.com for the latest information on your favorite UFL players. The United Football League. If you like great football, you'll love the UFL.
An epic showdown.
I'm going to keep my focus on the football part of it, the X's and O's of football.
We've all had different paths to get here.
Proven stars, superior skills.
I'll try to make every play the most exciting play out there.
When you go on the field, you want to be at your best.
Each game lasts 60 minutes. But glory is one play away.
You never know when the play is going to be a game when it go 100% on every play.
The UFL on HDNet, Las Vegas and Sacramento. Coverage begins live next Friday night, 10:30 Eastern, only on HDNet.
It's the Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Fresh like $1 million. No one floss like us, baby, that's what's up. We fresh, dressed like $1 million. No one floss like us, baby, that's what's up. We fresh, dressed like $1 million. No one floss like us, baby, that's what's up.
And back in Vegas, it's 10-6 Omaha after the second field goal by Steve Huska tonight for the home team Locomotives. Vegas 11th place, 72 yards, eating up 5:07 of clock before that 23-yard field goal. And now Huska will kick off, and Williams is standing back deep. Coming out of the end zone. Bold move, not a wise one this time. Sean Williams has made some great decisions back there all season. That would not qualify as one.
Well, there's another thing, too, Kenny. I don't know why you would bring it out of the end zone when it's kicked that far back in. I mean, only like 4 yards. But the problem is, as I mentioned before, that you don't have a wedge. You don't have 4 guys in a wedge. You're not allowed to. So once they clear the first 5 guys up front, now these guys are basically running free at the runner. I mean, it just, to me, hey, take it at the 20.
Trey Young was in there to make that tackle. 1st and 10. They'll start at their own 14. Jeff Garcia and company this time. Amon Green gets it, and once again has very little, if any, room in there. Sapé makes the tackle.
I mean, they haven't blocked this defensive line yet. It is just very difficult for this team. And, you know, we talked to Jagosinski about, you know, you throw the ball an awful lot in this league. He said one of the things is, well, we don't have really the quality offensive linemen like they have in the National Football League because teams don't give them up. They're so hard to find. You don't get the great quality linemen in the UFL.
They'll try to see if they can get something on the right side, and fights for maybe a couple of yards is Green. And, you know, once again, Paul, as Jagosinski was telling us, Owasso making that tackle. As you look at Amon Green there, he was telling us yesterday, in the NFL, he's looking at the stats. Basically, you're looking for a 3rd and 4 situation. Third down and 4. It's about a 50-50 chance that you're going to get that in the NFL based on the stats. So that's what he's looking at, to get short yardage. But here it comes up now at 3rd and 13. The worst possible scenario for him.
Yeah, and you know, it just isn't working. You're looking at that scoreboard. It's 3rd and 7, and they're giving you 3rd and 13 on the scoreboard. Don't look at that anymore.
3rd and 7.
You're not allowed to look at the scoreboard.
I've got too many stats. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd and 7. Garcia shakes, moves, and will go out of bounds just shy of the 20, and that will be 4th down.
Kenny, and this is what happens when you don't have a running game. Because they don't care. I mean, they're playing man up on downfield, and Ferguson doesn't have time because what he's doing, first of all, the man he really wants to look for, they're actually 2 guys. It's Garcia, excuse me, not Ferguson. He's looking for Ferguson or Darling, those 2 guys. And if he only has time to look at one person, he's got to run for his life.
Brantley, averaging just under 40 yards a punt, will kick this away. And Brian Hernandez steps back deep. It's short on the bounce. Hernandez has trouble fielding it. Now gets it, gets some running going. And will go down right about the 35-yard line. Patrick Thomas leads the way after that 48-yard punt and about a yard on the return. 10-6.
Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Sunday Concert's exclusive premiere, My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade is Dead. Premieres Sunday at 8 Eastern.
It's the Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Here in Las Vegas with just over 6 minutes to play in the first half, Omaha leads the Locos 10-6. Quick injury update from the Las Vegas sideline. On the defensive side, defensive tackle Alfred Malone remains questionable with a knee. Linebacker Chris Griffin questionable with a hamstring. Offensively, tight end Adam Bergen definitely out the rest of the first half. Will be reevaluated at halftime. Ron Crook is over on the Omaha sideline.
Guys, starting left corner back, DeMarcus Fagans. He is out with a hamstring injury. His return is unlikely. Look for Corey Ivy to replace him. Remember, they're already shorthanded in the secondary with Coakley not playing tonight. Kenny?
Doctor, thank you. What a medical report there, huh? 1st and 10. And a trick play, and Vegas is pulling it off. Typical Fossil, and they're picking up big yardage, and it's going all the way to Dorsey. Dorsey pushed down finally inside the 5, and it was Jermaine Phillips who runs him down. Always expect the unexpected when Jim Fossils was involved in a flea flicker that eventually got to Dorsey from Tab Perry, and it works out beautifully. Perry was the recipient, remember last year down in Florida, of a flea flicker. He caught it.
Well, look at this thing now. You got to make sure that ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage and behind the player. And Tab Perry, I mean, what a great throw to Dorsey. Number 24, Eric Green, misses the tackle. This is behind. Look at this. Look at Perry. The tight end, number 88, Sherrod almost backed into him.
This is Marcel Shep, who will get about a yard before being brought down by Phillips once again. He's been active. You see Jason Capizzi, big number 70 out there, doing the best he could running downfield. I just appreciated the effort.
That's right. You do get a great effort, but he can't catch up with them anyway. So
he was out there trying to help give some room to Dorsey. But how about Tab Perry, perfect on the season, unloading that last play with 58 yards to set up this 2nd and goal at the 5. Vegas has been in the red zone before. They've settled for a field goal. Pitch comes back to Ship. Trying to go out, and he is brought down by Clinton Hart, the strong safety, as they string him out.
Ship's in there right now because D.D. Dorsey on that long run got a little bit tired, but you know, you're running a toss, and you have a blocker roam in front. But I'm going to tell you, this is just outstanding defense. That's number 42, Clinton Hart, that makes the play. Again, it is worth repeating. Neither one of these teams have a rushing touchdown, and this team is struggling. They're going to take a timeout.
It's 3rd and goal at the 7. If you look at Clinton Hart, who was a baseball star at Central Florida Community College, then decided, I think I can play some football too, and he wound up getting in parts of 6 seasons with the Eagles and Chargers in the NFL.
You know, I'm sitting here watching these two teams, Kenny, try to run the football, and it's almost disgusting because and truthfully, folks, when you talk to offensive linemen, and I've been around this thing a long time, first thing they say, yeah, we would rather run the ball. You know what was so great at it was the Denver Broncos. You living in Denver, or these guys living in Denver, HDNet. But, you know, they ran the ball, and they took pride in it. You're looking at a bunch of guys that you would think could run the football. Now, they're only putting 4 guys down on the line of scrimmage, so it isn't hard to pick out who you're going to block. And, you know, the fullback can get a linebacker, and you should be able to at least get to the outside.
Dorsey comes in the backfield. Sammy Parker also in wide left. 3rd and goal at the 7. Rattay back, looking, protection, throwing in the corner, stretching, pulling it in, but not staying in bounds was Reister. Great effort, but he could not drag the feet.
This was a great catch.
It was.
Unfortunately, he's out of bounds. But Tim Rattay, look where he puts this ball. Another yard. He can't get either. Actually, didn't get either foot down. And then hold it. Now, see, both feet are up, and he got his left foot down, but he couldn't get the right foot down.
Hart and Green were back there. Huska once again, this one a 25-yarder. He's perfect on the evening. That's a good acquisition, wasn't it? Steve Huska comes in, and he's 3 for 3 on field goals. And with 4:14 to go here in the first half, Jim Fossil's wondering if his team can ever get in the end zone. And a few things to say about that.
Well, I'll tell you what he's yelling at. He's yelling at his offensive linemen, and rightfully so. Both of these coaches are just pulling their hair out, really trying to figure out how are we going to run the ball. You take a look at Omaha. You got Amon Green, Chad Williams, Maurice Claret. Okay, those 3 guys can run the ball. You got Ship and Dorsey. Dorsey, to me, he is the best running back in the league. There's no question about that. And they can't run the football.
Omaha 19 yards rushing total tonight. Dorsey, out of the 38 yards, has 30 of the 38 yards for Las Vegas. That last play, 5 yards, 55 yards, eating up a minute 46 of time before that field goal by Huska, who will now tee it up. And Shad Williams took one in the end zone and had a short return the last time. Ricardo Coakley, a staph infection, the leading kick returner in the league, out tonight of the lineup and also out of the secondary for Omaha. And Williams, who leads the team in all-purpose yards, will back up and take it in the end zone, and this time he will take a knee, and they'll start at the 20. And I tell you, Huska's doing a nice job tonight, isn't he, on his kickoffs and kicking the field goals as well. Let's check in now with the new passing star of Las Vegas. I think you're with Paul Crane.
That I am, with Tab Perry, who threw that nice pass to Dede Dorsey. Tab, how'd that play unfold? And from your angle, how'd it look?
It looked good. We caught a double pass. The ball got tipped a little bit. Peeked over there, saw the corners, they bit on the screen, threw it up to Dede, and he did the rest.
How far do you think you threw that ball?
I only threw it about 15 yards. I mean, it wasn't a very far throw at all. I mean, if they wanted me to, though, I could throw it about 60.
All right, nice job, Kenny.
Thanks, Paul. Is there any receiver who doesn't think he can throw it 60 yards? First and 10 at the 20. Garcia, play action, rolling the other way. Unloading deep down the sideline and overshooting his man. It was intended for Ferguson, but not that time.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Garcia is a little upset with himself, or the fact that Ferguson kind of slowed down. Ferguson, he sees him going. Look at this. That was outstanding coverage, though. Ferguson did not beat the corner.
Isaiah Trufant right with him. And now Garcia, we saw this last week as well. He's incomplete on his last 4. They'll go to the ground, and Amon Green will try to squirm and wiggle and pick up about 3 yards up the middle.
It really is frustrating for not only the coach, but also for the quarterback. Because the quarterback, if he can't get any kind of running game, you can do all the play action you want. It doesn't freeze anybody, because they know you're not going to hand the ball out to anybody, because they can't open up any holes. So he's better off just taking the ball and dropping back, or get into a shotgun situation.
Omaha is 9 for 29 on third down conversions on the season, 1 for 4 in tonight's game. 3rd and 6 at the 24. Garcia steps back, throws it, intercepted, and it's Green all the way for Trufant. Nobody in his way. Isaiah Trufant takes it in, and Vegas takes the lead.
I tell you, this was so easy for Trufant and for the defense of Las Vegas because they know that Omaha can't run the football, or they haven't been able to run the football tonight. So all these guys are doing is sitting back in zones, reading the quarterback's eyes, and Garcia threw it right to Trufant.
And now, Hauska, with those 3 field goals, comes in and squirts through. Hooked that a little bit, but it makes it through on the point after. Teddy Lehman, first game of the season, an interception on Brooks Bollinger, took it in for a touchdown. And tonight, the second pick of the year for a Las Vegas Loco is Isaiah Trufant. The interception and the 27-yard return, a touchdown against Jeff Garcia. Another look at it, Paul.
Well, look at Garcia. He's looking out to the outside the entire way. And Trufant played the play, played the quarterback's eyes. When Garcia drops back, he is just looking at the receiver downfield. He is trying to get the ball to Hall, Roy Hall, number 88. But, you know, Trufant just watched his eyes, stepped in front, intercepted, touchdown.
Yeah, that's the way. Jim Fossil, the former coach of the year in the NFL. Of course, that surprise Giants team that made it to the Super Bowl. But talking to him yesterday, Paul, he lit up, didn't he, when he was talking with pride about Vegas have had other sports franchises come here. Everybody tries to get a sports franchise, football, baseball, whatever, started in the desert, but they have won the championship, he reminded us.
Yeah, that's right. You know, this is a nice place to play. These guys are very happy here. The crowds will get better. They're not even near what they would like to see them because there's only about 8,000 or 9,000 people here.
And this is a big stadium to fill, Sam Boyd. Here they go. Hauska with another kickoff. This one won't quite make it to the end zone. Instead, taking at the 3 will be Williams across the 15, 20, 25, about the 27-yard line. Teddy Lehman moves in to make the initial hit. And coming up as well, C.J. Wallace, 27, the strong safety. A few words, I imagine, among all that pushing.
Well, Teddy Lehman got up off the ground, and he's limping a little bit.
We'll see how Garcia, after throwing his 3rd interception of the season, how he and his team responds with 3:06 to go here in the first half.
See, when you look at the defense of Las Vegas, they have 8 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Garcia at one time was 5 for 5. Now he's 0 for his last 5. Throws this one. Lehman's right there with good coverage. That was intended for Hall. And Lehman there knocking it away. And like you said earlier, Paul, they know they're going to pass.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the coverage. That's Lehman on the tight end on the outside. The corner is there setting up. I just don't understand the pass pattern. And again, you know, I keep harping on this thing. You've got to be able to run the ball in order to throw the ball.
2nd and 10 at the 28. Garcia back. Crossing pattern is almost incomplete, but Claret comes in to save the day. Lehman was in on the coverage, and a completion the hard way. That was like a pool shot.
I'll tell you what, you know what would slow a little bit of this down would be a screen. But just take a look at here. The ball is going across the middle. And
that was off Haas.
Yeah, it was off of Haas, but Claret did catch the ball and pick up 2 yards on the play. But this, I mean, this is a little bit ridiculous. You've got to slow these guys down a little bit. You got to get these guys to commit themselves. All the linebackers and the safeties are just dropping off. They're playing man-to-man on the outside, and you have no place to throw the ball.
3rd and 7. Garcia finds it over the middle and gets a needed first down up to the 42. And he was going to the man you count on in these situations, Mike Haas, who caught a 42-yarder last week. Trufant in on the coverage. This is his 3rd catch of the season. And the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Finally, they convert on 3rd down. Garcia to Haas. Can Omaha keep it going?
A
tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation.
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
These gentlemen have a special interest in Navarone.
I want you to get me and my team over there and on top of that cliff.
Start up diversions all over Navarone. I told them our orders have been changed, that we weren't after the guns anymore. If there's enough confusion going, then I should have a fair chance of breaking in.
We haven't got a bloody bomb big enough to smash that bloody rock.
Tell me where the explosives are.
There's a traitor in this room.
Please, I am no spy. I am not one of them.
You are a liar.
Who really is guilty? The man who gives the order or the one who has to do it with his own hands?
Someone's got to take the responsibility if the job's going to get done. You think that's easy?
Give up quietly, gentlemen, unless you want a great many innocent people killed as well as yourselves.
Pull the trigger!
The Guns of Navarone. Monday at 9 on HDNet.
Let's pack the gear and get out of here.
This is Gary Stills, UFL on HDNet. No one gets you closer, period.
Yard pass to Mike Hess gave a first down on a finally converted third down attempt here for Omaha to keep this drive going as we're at the 2-minute warning now in the first half. Jeff Jagosinski, his team on the road for the first time, and they're trailing now 16-10. Maurice Claret is in the backfield, and Paul, everybody's in the secondary, it seems.
Well, they've got 6 defensive backs in the secondary, so they're expecting pass.
That has been the most effective weapon tonight for Garcia. Steps back, pressure's on, and he's going down. Awasam recording the sack. This team had 5 sacks last week against Florida.
Boy, I'll tell you what, just take a look at this, and they only rush 4 people to get to Garcia. You got 5 offensive linemen, and they just get to him. Awasam just patiently gets by his man on the outside, which is the right tackle, Gay, and he makes the play.
2nd and 12, Garcia is carrying it. A flag goes flying as he gets it up across the 45-yard line. And Trufant, who had that interception for a touchdown to give his team the lead, in on the play.
Hey, one of the embarrassing things, watch this, it's holding.
During the play, holding by the offense, number 74. That's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
That's Cook, okay? Now, here's the sad part about it. Now, Cook is the man that's holding, okay? He's the left guard. And here's Garcia running with the ball, and then Cook is holding, okay? But the worst part about it is Garcia gets nailed, picks up some yardage, and all for naught. They bring it back. Now, how do you look at the quarterback in the face and say, you know what, that was me?
Yeah. 4 penalties, 39 yards against Omaha tonight. 2nd and 21 now. Ball moved back to the 32 of the Nighthawks. They'll try to see if they can fool anybody on a draw play, and Maurice Claret having trouble with that helmet as it goes off, and he picks up about 4.
I'll tell you what's embarrassing for Claret, and he's running, he's trying to find a hole. He's standing right at the line of scrimmage. They handed the ball on a quick draw. When they handed the ball, he looks, watch him. He has no place to go. Look at, all he sees is red. I'm trying to go there. No, I can't go there. I can't go there. I go up in the middle, and I get whacked going up in the middle. I mean, there's just no blocking in the offensive line.
3rd and 18 at the 35. Omaha tonight 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. They converted the last time. Garcia under pressure, flips it out. He may have a chance here. Claret carrying, and he gets it up to about the 45-yard line before Trey Young, strong safety, brings him down.
We're waiting all night for these guys to throw a screen pass. I mean, that's one of the shots that you have, because if they're rushing, knowing that you can't run the ball, they're all going to the quarterback. Now you get all 4 guys into the backfield, and watch how this thing opens up. You got a blitz by the linebackers on the outside, and that was Brandon Moore, 56. But you got linemen, you got to get downfield and hit somebody. P.J. Alexander, number 69, you're down there. You got, I mean, you're in front of him. Knock somebody down, man.
Garcia and Jagosinski on the sidelines on 4th and 8 at the 45. 1 timeout remaining for each team. 4th and 8 at their own 45. You're kicking this ball, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, 25 seconds to go.
25 ticks first half. Brantley.
Get out of here and try to fix something in your offensive line. Both of them.
Hernandez standing back. Tonight we've seen one real touchdown drive. The other score was on an interception return by Trufant to give Vegas the lead. High got a good bounce the last time to Brantley, and he gets a good bounce again. Fortune going his way as this will roll dead at the 45-yard line. He got about another 15 or so yards on the roll on that, a 50-yard punt with 10 seconds to go here in the first half.
It's take a knee time.
Take a knee, go the dressing room with the lead. Vegas scoring 13 straight points here. And a big play being made by Isaiah Trufant. Made big play last year in the championship game. Helped Vegas to the title. And Tim Rattay here in the first half. 8 for 12, 67 yards, and will take the knee, and that is the end of the first half. Coach Jeff Jagosinski, his Nighthawks coming out, opening drive, looking good. They build up a lead, only to see Las Vegas getting 3 field goals from Steve Huska and an interception returned by Trufant to give his team the lead. To give his team the disadvantage here at the halftime. Paul Crane is on the sideline now. Paul.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Here with head coach Jim Fossil and coach Isaiah Trufant. The huge play to give you a lead after you came from behind, but a lot of penalties in this game. What are you going to be talking about at halftime?
Well, offensively, we got to get back to our run game. We're not running the ball real effectively right now. They're playing good. I mean, their defense is playing good. There's a great play by Trufant. I mean, that guy is, by everybody's standard, too small to play, but he just keeps making great plays for our team.
The good news is your new kicker is 3 for 3. The bad news is no offensive touchdowns. What's the biggest change you got to make here in the second half?
Well, we get down in there, we got to be able to dig it in. I'll take a different approach, but we need to be able to run the ball down there and be effective. We're not getting any yards on the ground.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Kenny?
Thanks, Paul. Wow, isn't that the story of that first half for both sides? Who's going to get the running game going?
Well, and you said whoever runs the ball well will win the game, and right now Las Vegas is running it a little bit better, and they have the lead. But they have the lead because of the defense.
The defense getting the touchdown on the board for them. Special teams have played well. Las Vegas 1-1 on the season, taking on the undefeated Omaha Nighthawks. And right now, the Locos have the edge at halftime.
Get Out is heating things up in the Great White North.
It's going to be really, really hot. There's so much Canada has to offer.
On this sizzling new season of Get Out Canada, a sexy new adventure begins.
They're going to give us a free show.
Canadian style.
I think I'm going to open up another bottle of wine. I think that's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea.
This week, join the girls for an amazing zipline adventure in Turkey Point, Ontario. It's a fresh new season of Get Out Canada, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on HDNet.
Listen, hello?
Hartman,
Woo! I've been watching the show for years.
Dude, we love Hartman.
Yeah! So how's it feel to be now in the AMP Hall of Fame?
I think we might just stay here.
Is this man TV Gold? It ain't a party till the fire department police show up, is it? Woo.
Art Man presents Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Trying to look cool. Is it working?
Welcome to HDNet, Guys Night In.
It's a good time.
I got a name for it. It's crazy.
It's time to party down.
Let's have some fun, do a lot of drinking.
Sunset on Bourbon Street, player.
It's time to make your insides go vroom, vroom. Ride a bicycle! You need champagne on a boat ride, right?
On the party boat, baby.
Mwah. Yummy.
This is unreal. Art Man is here. It's always just been one giant party.
Always crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
What do you do for a living?
I am lady of the night and day, depending on clients' want sex.
She knows what works for her, and it really turned out well in the picture.
Am I the hottest girl in America?
We love them so much. They make me happy.
It was fantastic.
Is there a blood pressure happening as we speak. I think I found my soulmate.
Guys Night In on Thursday and Saturday.
Welcome back to Sam Boyd Stadium, where the Las Vegas Locos have a 16-10 halftime lead over the Omaha Nighthawks. With the UFL, it's all about the fans, and each week we get special access into the locker rooms at halftime. So let's bring our cameras in and check out what's going on in the Omaha Nighthawks locker room.
Where's Calvin at?
Hey, we got they trick. That's one trick play. They count on us to be fast.
On the punt, everything up here above the waist is right. Ball's right. Everything below the waist, ball's right.
You're right. All right, let's go. We got some. All right, come on for it now. Let's play. Yeah, come on. Hey, man, we're right where we want to be, baby. Hey, everything is sitting. We down 6. We get the ball. We go down there, stuff down their throat, man. We right there. We got to Where's everybody? Hey, come on. I thought I had it. I thought I ran through.
Hey guys, look, check this out. We're doing a hell of a job, but we gotta stop the foolish shit. We can't jump off sides, and we cannot have no personal fouls. We gave them 35 fucking yards of penalty. Take that away, man, we can win this game. We gotta go in there and focus and do our job. Okay, don't try to do too much, do your job. And cut out the silly penalties. That's what's keeping them in the game. Okay, let's go to work, man. Doing a good job. Let's keep working, right?
Let's go. Hey, let's get a motherfucking break. Hey, we gotta take this motherfucking game over and dominate these motherfuckers. D-line on 3. 1, 2, 3, D-line. Come on, guys. We're going hell, second half.
Well, as you heard, Omaha has to eliminate those penalties if they're going to win this game. I'm now joined by the Nighthawks general manager, Rick Mueller. And Rick, the hot rumor this week, of course, was that the Philadelphia Eagles were interested in signing your quarterback, Jeff Garcia. Did the Eagles contact you about that issue?
No, they did not. And obviously with the injury situations and the quarterback level right now in the National Football League, you look to the next best guy, and obviously we think it's Jeff Garcia. I'm sure everybody else does, but no, those conversations never happened. It was just that talk, and obviously with him being out there and being a player, but that's all it went to, was just talk.
Rick, we know that UFL players are free to sign with the NFL teams at the end of the season, but what if an NFL team approaches a UFL player during the season?
That's not happened, per se. Our players are here through the season. I think our players are committed here. One of the first things Jeff said when he came to Omaha was he's committed to stay here through the season. So our players are under contract. They're happy to be here, and they're going to play it out.
I'm sure you're relieved that Jeff Garcia is staying in Omaha, and I think the entire state of Nebraska just breathed a big sigh of relief.
Sounds good. I know I'm excited about it.
Very good. Rick, thank you so much for the time. Guys, at halftime, it is 16-10 Locos. Coming up, Paul and Kenny will have all the stats and highlights. You're watching the UFL on HDNet.
You ready? Yeah. No. Wait. Now if I'm gonna... Oh! Oh! Man. Do me. Oh! Oh! I just puked in my mouth. I just puked in my mouth. Come on, give it to me. Oh! OMG! Wow! You good? We're good. Oh!
Looks like we're gonna be here all season.
Can't get enough football? Touchdown! The United Football League. If you like great football, you'll love the UFL.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The time, the talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation!
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA. This October, HDNet Fights is the place to be for live MMA. First, it's the world's most feared strikers, K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Then, the search for a new champion continues, K1 World Max 2010 70-kilogram Final 16. Plus, only one will stand victorious, Sengoku Raiden Championship 15. HDNet Fights, every Friday in October on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
patriotic anthem.
I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, Lee Greenwood.
Great song. The
crowd loves it here. And right now he had that Locos jersey on. If he could throw a few blocks, I think Fossil would take him in. I think Jagosinski tried to get him on the other side. Anybody that can throw some blocks. No running game going here, Paul, to speak of in this first half for either side as we take a look at the highlights.
Well, is it something when you see the first guy to catch a touchdown pass in this game is Robert Ferguson from that guy, Jeff Garcia. I mean, this was a perfect throw. Look at the move across the middle. Just cleared out wide open. I mean, Dada had no chance whatsoever on that play.
So they had that opening drive. They go up 7-0. The little trickery. The pass here comes to Tab Perry. Throws back across to D.D. Dorsey. 69 yards later, they have a 1st and goal.
Well, as you can hear, the guys in the locker were saying we got beat on one trick play that should have never happened, but it happened. And then you just did Trufant on this interception. I mean, there's coverage all over the place, and these guys are just dropping off 8 to 10 yards, and they're watching Garcia's eyes. And it's going to be very difficult for Garcia to hit some passes in the second half until they are able to run the ball. Look at those numbers.
Even on that trick play, they had to settle for a field goal. Steve Huska with 3 of them in here. You see the penalties looming again there. 49-yard penalties against Omaha and 2 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. And, you know, when you look at rushing, D.D. Dorsey has the bulk of the rushing here for the Locos right now.
He's got more than everybody on Omaha's team. And, you know, we talk about it all the time and coaches talk about it. And the first thing that both coaches did when we talked to these guys this weekend is that they were just saying, hey, man, if we can't run the football, we just can't compete in this game.
And again, you look at the 2 and 7 for Omaha on 3rd down conversions. That's been trouble for them all year. But again, they have not had the advantage of getting in a situation where it's a 3rd and short. It's generally been 3rd and long for them.
Yeah, it's a 1st down situation thing. And both coaches said it. You know, if you don't do anything on 1st down and you put yourself in 2nd and long all the time, and now you get 3rd and it's not manageable, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, they got to get it within 3rd and 2 or 3, and then they have a chance to either run or pass. But when you're in 3rd and more than that, Kenny, you got to throw.
We'll see what changes they make here at halftime. Right now, it's Las Vegas leading it 16-10 over Omaha.
As a Progressive customer, you get to use any of our concierge claim centers. So I can just drop off my car and you'll take care of everything? Yep, even the rental.
What if I'm stuck at the office?
If you can't come to us, we'll come to you in one of our immediate response vehicles.
What if Mother won't let me drive?
Then you probably wouldn't have had an accident in the first place. And we're walking.
Making it all a bit easier. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Oh, Canada, are you ready for some local flavor? I love being sexy and pretty, but I also like to get on the beach and we roll around in the sand, get wet and dirty, and it's a lot of fun. There's so much Canada has to offer, from beaches to lakes, so it's gonna be really, really hot. I love the fact that I'm here and I'm able to do the things that I love doing.
Don't miss a fresh new season of Get Out Canada. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on HDNet. This is HDNet Unrated. Yeah. Get Out. Girls Gone Wild.
What do you say we go party and find some more hot babes to get wild with us?
Heart and Man presents.
It's always happening, man.
All part of Guys Night In Unrated. Man, it's been wild tonight. Thursdays and Saturdays, exclusively on HDNet.
Thank you. The United Football League on HDNet is presented by RotoHog, award-winning fantasy sports. By Cutters, no other glove performs like this. And welcome back to Las Vegas. 16-10, Locos leading it. Let's check in with Ron Kruk.
Coach Jags, what adjustments do you have to make at halftime?
Well, we need to run the ball better. I mean, we did well right in the beginning of the game. We were running the ball really well. We need to establish that again.
How much is that affecting the passing game as well?
Well, if you run the ball, you can throw it.
All right, thanks, Coach. Kenny, Paul, back upstairs to you.
It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But they have not been able to get any kind of running game going. Sean Williams stands back. Steve Huska kicks off. He had a couple of booming kicks into the end zone in the first half, puts this one about a yard deep, and Williams will bring it out and come up just shy of the 20. It's Michael Ray Garvin, who is the return man for Las Vegas, making that tackle. And here are the numbers on Garcia. He started out 5 for 5, red hot, then went 0 for the next 5, 9 for 15, 93 yards, a touchdown to Ferguson, and then that Trufant interception that's been the difference in this game.
Now you watch this defense, they're going to be sitting up there waiting. You figure, no, they got to start the running game. So the linebackers are cheating a little bit up towards the line of scrimmage.
Not good field position to work with. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Amon Green, tries to cut back, gets about 3.
That's manageable yardage. That is, you know, if you could get another 3 in a running play or 4, now you're into a 3rd and 4, 33 situation. Now you can do anything with your offense. You can either throw it or run it. But these guys got to establish something to get all these linebackers, you know, from dropping back into pass coverage.
2nd and 7 at the 18. Green, the lone setback. Straight ahead, and Eric Henderson, number 50, there to make the tackle. You look at the former Georgia Tech star. And again, they pick up about maybe 2 or 3 more yards there, Paul. So this does bring up a manageable 3rd and 4.
I like what Eric Henderson did on that play. He's a defensive end on the right side. He makes the tackle way back on the left-hand side because he came down the line of scrimmage and kept an eye out for any kind of reverse. But now they're in a manageable 3rd down situation.
3rd and 4 at the 21. Garcia throws it behind the intended receiver, Ferguson. It was tipped. And getting a hand on that was Eric Henderson. 2 big defensive plays for Henderson.
That'll bring up 4th down.
You know, Eric Henderson, that time, he played the play before the running play extremely well. Now he knows it's a pass play when he sees the play action. And he just goes in and has Garcia in his sights, knocks the ball down.
Omaha 2 for 9 on 3-point conversions. Brantley, who's gotten a couple of good bounces tonight, good rolls, kicks this high. Settling on it, Hernandez at his 30.
Oop, flip.
To the 35, there's the flag coming in. He gets it up to about the 36. Lewis brings him down, a flag on the play.
I told you, if you can see the guy's name, don't hit him.
And it looks like our 8th penalty of the night coming up.
I mean, the worst part about the play is the penalty is it's right in the middle of the field.
Return. Illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 54. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Be 1st down. Timeout.
And that's a veteran player, Chris Griffin, 4 years in the NFL, making that penalty. Well, here's the way things have gone for Las Vegas. Field goal, and field goal on their drives. And the newest addition, Steve Hauska, making a mark tonight. Also with some nice kickoffs, some deep field goal, deep kickoffs that had limited field position here for Omaha tonight.
And it's not like they're not picking up yardage. They are picking up yardage, but they can't get the ball in the end zone running it.
That penalty will spotted at the 20, 1st and 10, where they begin play action with Tay. He's throwing it down deep over the middle, and it's broken up. Nice play by Stuart Swigert, moving over to knock it away from the intended receiver. And that was Tab Perry he was going to.
Boy, I'll tell you, Swigert does make a tremendous play because he is the safety on the left-hand side of the field, not on the right-hand side. Watch where this ball is thrown, right almost down the middle. See Swigert come in? That is just a great cutoff point and knocking the ball down.
2nd and 10 at the 20. Draw play, chip. Maybe 3 up the middle. Thomas there for the tackle.
Well, see, draw plays and screen plays kind of hold the linebacker so that they can't get back into pass coverage. So now they're in really not manageable 3rd down situation because they got 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Ship tonight with 8 carries. A couple of losses along the way. He has only 1 yard, positive yard tonight. On 3rd and 7 out of an empty backfield, Rattay goes to work. Throws it over the middle, crossing pattern, has his man, has the first down. And so Vegas now 3 for 7 on 3rd down conversions.
You know, that guy shaking his head because he was held by Capizzi. I mean, just torn down to the ground. This is a nice play underneath, a little short pattern. They got the linebackers back. But I'll tell you right now, Dwayne White, number 95, just got held on the play and it wasn't called.
Sammy Parker hauling that one in for the first down, his first catch of the night. And 1st and 10. Ship with some good running room that time, gets it out across the 40 to about the 42 before Aaron Rouse comes up to make the hit on him.
If I'm gonna run against Omaha, I want to make sure I run to my left on offense, where Jay Moore is the defensive end, because he only weighs about 260 pounds. And if you can get your guard out in front, like Oakley and even the center Boone, you got a chance to pick up some running yards.
Dorsey back in on 2nd and 4. Ship will get it and go over the right side and get a couple more yards. So Marcel Ship getting a lot of work now. Cato June makes the tackle.
Didn't I say go left? They went up the middle again. Don't go up there. Don't go in there.
Stay away. Warning.
Hey, look at the middle. They're even double teaming on basically the nose tackle. But the defensive end defensive tackle, Willie Williams, number 92, coming down the line of scrimmage, makes a play. If you're going to double team, you got to just make sure you get the linebackers and the offside defensive end.
Dorsey out as a receiver. Pass is incomplete, throwing it for Reister, the intended receiver, the tight end, and now it's going to be 4th down.
George Reister. George, I got to tell you, George, you're going to get hit anyway, so you might as well catch the ball. George Reister that time took his eyes totally off the ball. But the pass was there. Now, I don't know if he'd have had a first down anyway because he wasn't deep enough.
2 and 7 Vegas is on 3rd down conversions. They'll kick it away. Shad Williams stands back. Bogger averaging over 40 yards a kick. Lifts it high. Williams will back off, and it will make it to the end zone. And so Omaha will start on their own 20. 16-10, Vegas leading. Both teams looking for a running game.
Greetings, America. If you wear UFL gear, you'll never look this good.
The Black Parade is dead. Premieres Sunday at 8 Eastern.
.36 to go in the 3rd quarter as Omaha begins this drive at their own 20, trailing 16-10 to Las Vegas. Amon Green and Rendrick Taylor in the backfield. Coming out throwing is Garcia, and he will go to the fullback in Taylor, who makes his 4th catch of the season. One of those catches this year was for a touchdown in the first game. Wally Dada comes in on the hit.
I'd throw it to that big load. He weighs 265 pounds. Look at him coming out. Taylor coming out of the backfield. He's got outstanding hands, and it's going to take more than one guy to bring him down. That was Brandon Moore, number 56, and he said, "What was that?"
Say, help me out, Dada. Help me out, anybody. 8 yards on that, 2nd and 2. They'll go on the ground, and Ramon Green will pop outside, and he is chopped down by Trufant, who's having a terrific defensive game as he slices Green with the tackle, maybe a yard pickup.
Look at this, Trufant coming in, Isaiah Trufant, and just goes right at Green's feet, man, and knocks him on. See, they had 2nd down in 3. Now they have 2nd down and a little more than 1. Or 3rd down, excuse me, a little more than 1.
A long one on 3rd down from their own 29. Omaha 2 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. And he slips. Garcia falls in the backfield.
The question is, did Garcia get stepped on by the center or the guard? Garcia's trying to get out, And that's what's happened. That's a right guard that steps on him. Phillips, he's number 61. He's trying to get out. He gets out a little bit too soon, or Garcia got out of there a little bit too late.
So Brantley will kick, and Hernandez is going to let this one bounce, and it does not take a bounce in favor of Omaha like the two previous ones. And so Las Vegas, after a 33-yard punt, will have good field position around their own 40 when we come back. 9 minutes to go. The Locos on top, 16-10.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The time, the talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation.
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
That's as real as television gets.
You're walking around with the toughest guys on the planet. Do you ever feel insecure?
I'm a dream maker, man, but I will crush too.
We break it all down only on Inside MMA.
I think we're going to go into cardiac arrest after that one.
An epic showdown.
I'm going to keep my focus on the football part of it, the X's and O's of football.
We've all had different paths to get here.
Proven stars, superior skills.
I'll try to make every play the most exciting play out there.
When you go on the field, you want to be at your best.
Each game lasts 60 minutes. But glory is one play away.
You never know when the play is going to be game winning. Go 100% on every play.
The UFL on HDNet, Las Vegas and Sacramento. Coverage begins live next Friday night, 10:30 Eastern, only on HDNet.
Las Vegas leads 16-10, which means cheerleaders have plenty of time to cheer for the home team. Las Vegas will start at their own 41 after a short punt. Good field position here for Tim Rattay and company. They get the ship, hits, spins, fights forward. That was a nice move. Aaron Rouse hangs in to wrestle him down, but the resiliency of Marcel Shipp probably got about another 3 yards or so after the hit.
You know the guy we haven't mentioned once tonight?
You're pointing to him, so I know, yes. The leading tackler coming into this game.
Grayson, and I'll tell you, he's number 53, and he has not, at least I have not seen him make a tackle tonight.
Shipp picked up 6 on that. It's 2nd and 4 out to the 47. Try him again. He eludes one tackler. Cato June among those piling up to bring him down.
Cato June shot the hole, and no one touched him, and he go, whoa, hey, I'm already back here.
While I'm in the vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, watch 59. He's coming in right now. He's already through. Nobody touches him, and then boom, Shipp cuts back to the outside. Cato June said, you know, isn't somebody supposed to touch me?
3rd down and
Thomas
3
on the
yards
tackle
to go.
as well. It's 3rd and 3. Ball is at the 48. Dede Dorsey is the lone setback. 2 receivers out to the right. Dorsey up the middle, 1st down, gets in Nighthawks territory to about the 47 before Stuart Swigert, who has been active at strong safety, brings him down.
Dede Dorsey has got such great feet, man. You know, you just, he runs in there with his eyes open, head up, and watch his feet. When he comes in the hole, he's going to see it. He's got to cut back to his right. I only need 1.5 yards. For him, that's easy.
He gets 5 on that carry. He now has 35 yards on the night. And yes, you look at the rest of the team on 1st and 10 at the 47 of Omaha. Rattay, quick throw, has the completion. They get a short gain to Sammy Parker. Parker's 2nd catch of the night. He has 7 on the season.
Well, they ran that play, and Bobby Rome, number 35, the fullback, he has 4 catches going into this game. But Rattay, if he looks out here and sees him, I'm talking about wide open. Nobody went out to cover him. And then Rome, on the way back to the huddle, he looked over at the bench like, is there something wrong with me?
2nd and 6. Up the middle. Dorsey, Swigert there for another tackle. Dorsey about 3 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Swagger's had a pretty good game on defense. I mean, but you got to understand something. He's playing the safety position, and he's making a lot of tackles. That means the defensive linemen aren't, the linebackers aren't making tackles.
This after their best game of the season last week. Empty backfield on 3rd and 3 from the 40. Rattay with time, throws incomplete. He was going for Andre Thurman. Ivy was in on the coverage.
That ball didn't get there. That was a little short armor. You take a look at Andre Thurman, number 91. He's going to go out to the outside. Well, look where the ball is. Well, whoa, Paul. You're wrong. I'm wrong. That ball hit him right in the hands. He should have caught it.
Instead, incomplete. Bogger will kick it away again. Williams calls for, takes the fair catch right around the 9.
1 yard punt with no return.
Long field to work for Jeff Garcia when we come back.
Wednesday night is still movie night on HDNet, but now your favorite movies are being served up by me, Zane Lamprey, host of Drinking Made Easy. We're turning Wednesday night on HDNet into the world's biggest cocktail party.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the world, she walks into mine.
What will it be, sir? Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
I'm ready to tell you my secret now. Okay. I see drunk people. Go ahead. Make my daiquiri.
Chodo, I have a feeling we're not going to make last call. Let's make watching movies easy, one drink at a time.
The HDNet original series, Drinking Made Easy, and a movie. Wednesday night at 8 Eastern.
These aren't the drinks you're looking for.
16-10, Las Vegas leading Omaha. Bad news tonight for the home team Locos. Adam Bergen, their go-to tight end, you can see there on crutches. He is out for the rest of this game. And we'll try to get another status report on him later, and if they know anything at this time about whether or not he'll be ready in the future. This is Claret back in the lineup in the backfield, and it's Hopkins catching that one and brought down immediately by linebacker Brandon Moore.
What I'm saying to you, I said this in the first half, you run on a play-action pass, and they're not respecting the run because you can't run the ball. Just go back and throw it.
26 rushing yards tonight for Omaha. They came into this game last in the league in total offense, last in rushing, but the only undefeated team at 2-0. That is a graphic right there, isn't it? Negative 8 yards now for Omaha. 2nd and 10. Quick pass, a completion, and close to a first down. Hall brings this in. Roy Hall, the former Colt for a season out of Ohio State.
Well, there you see Garcia just stepped up and, you know, boom, no play action, nothing. And now he got a chance to see the field. Once you run play action, you really, when you come back out, because he doesn't have that much time, he's got to pick out one guy to throw the ball to.
And again, it's a workable 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 2 at the 18. Garcia steps, throws, has his completion, and the man bringing it in is Haas, his 2nd catch of the night, 4th of the season, and a first down.
Boy, and this is all really Garcia. Take a look at this. He's gonna drop back, step up, and he knows he can't run. He takes a shot. Haas catches the ball, first down. They just need something to get him moving. They need a big play.
9 yards on that, breaks it 1st and 10 at the 27. And only the third time tonight in 11 tries that they've converted on third down. Claret still in the backfield, play action, pressure on, throwing, incomplete. And Jeff Garcia feeling the heat on that one as he just had to unload it.
Boy, Jeff Garcia took a shot. I'm telling you, they come off the corner. This is a corner blitz on the bottom of the field. That's Isaiah Trufant, number 36. We already know he intercepted a pass for a touchdown, but he had a shot at Garcia and took it.
Last week, Trufant had a sack. Tonight, an interception return for touchdown. 2nd and 10 at the 27. Garcia draw. Claret spins and falls forward for about 4 yards. Antoine Lake makes the tackle.
32-yard line.
And another third down facing the Nighthawks. 3rd and 5 at the 32. They're 3 for 11 tonight. They converted the last one on a pass to Mike Hass.
Well, he has, you know, just don't run any kind of play action stuff. Just go ahead. I just think the way they're playing defense now, knowing that they're not going to run, Garcia's got this team spread out.
In motion, swings it out, and it's incomplete. Trying for Ely. Trufant right there with him, and it brings up 4th down.
But, you know, there just isn't much time, and Garcia's coming back, and Ely's to the outside. He never had control of this ball. It's an incompleted pass. But again, you got you got Trufant making a play.
4th and 5. Brantley will kick again. Hernandez standing back at his 25. Pressure on. Brantley able to get it off. Stepping back is Hernandez. Up to the 20, tripped up, falls forward, gets across the 26-yard line. A 52-yard punt for Brantley, his best of the night. Vegas on the attack when we come back.
Hi, I'm Tim Rattay, and you're watching the UFL on HDNet. No one gets you closer, period.
You were bullied.
The hardest words are fighting words.
Yeah, a lot. It's a very easy understanding why I became a fighter. Boss Gruden, where'd you get the El Guapo nickname? I used to call myself the most handsome fighter in mixed martial arts. You patented the liver punch. Why do you think it's so debilitating? You're going down, there's nothing you can do. It just shocks your body.
Fighting Words with Mike Straka. Next Friday at 8:30 on HDNet.
How you train is how you fight. That's how I do it. Gave me a lot of injuries.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rice.
And I'm Boston.
Be sure to join us inside MMA next week. We'll have a knockout panel discussing the latest in the world of mixed martial arts.
We'll take you places where only our cameras can go. Plus, we have news and highlights you won't find anywhere else.
Never, ever. Inside MMA next Friday at 9 Eastern here on HDNet. Your hope for MMA.
Word, baby, baby, baby.
This October, HDNet Fights is the place to be for live MMA. First, it's the world's most feared strikers, K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Then, the search for a new champion continues, K1 World Max 2010 70-kilogram Final 16. Plus, only one will stand victorious, Sengoku Raiden Championship 15. HDNet Fights, every Friday in October on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
And the NBA. 2:58 to go. No scoring here in the third. Las Vegas leading at 16-10. Let's check in with Ron Kruk.
Hey, Kenny, on the sideline of the Omaha Nighthawks, I think frustration is setting in. After that last series, the entire offensive line came off the field, all of them arguing. Center P.J. Alexander, he had to play peacemaker and calm everyone down, but lack of a running game is starting to frustrate everyone. Back upstairs.
All right, that's interesting, Ron. And the worst possible scenario, isn't it, when the team's already gaining negative yards, now the fighting amongst themselves, or maybe that'll shake them up, Paul.
Well, something's got to shake them up.
Vegas starts 1st and 10 at the 25, pitch back to Dorsey. Cuts up, gets about 3-4 yards out of it, up close to the 29. D.D. Dorsey And Rouse moves in to make the tackle. 38 yards on the night for Dorsey.
And the more I look at D.D. Dorsey, he's 5'10". Now, it says in the program that he's 210 pounds. I don't know about that now. But I tell you one thing, he delays, he waits. The guy has just got outstanding vision.
He gets 4 on that. Vegas stays on the ground. Dorsey crosses for the first down up past the 35-yard line. And there's Nick Bryson finally coming in for a tackle. We haven't talked about him much at all just now.
No, and it's nice to see him making a play. But if I were Vegas, I'd give the ball to D.D. Dorsey and keep handing it to him until he drops. And then I'd hand it to him one more time just to make sure he dropped.
9 carries, 48 yards for Dorsey. And Capizzi is the man down there. Jason Capizzi, the right tackle. One more look at D.D. Dorsey. He's at the offense going right now for Vegas, as Capizzi is limping off the field.
The Locos drive continues, 1st and 10.
And moving over there is Sapé to help him off. Toanaw comes in for Capizzi, a tackle. On 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Retain. Rolling. Looking. Throwing. And he almost had his man in Reister, but again, hard to bring it in. Reister's made 2 great efforts with no results.
But you got to have control of this ball now. Just Rattay comes back to the outside. Look who's in his face. White, Dwayne White, number 95. Watch this throw. Reister, the ball hits the ground right there. There was just no catch, and the official was right on top of it. That ball hit the ground. I just thought maybe he bobbled it when it was out of bounds, but the ball never did get in his hands.
There's Dwayne White, number 1 draft pick, former Buck and Lion, who's just joined the team. Dorsey again. Moves over to the other side, and a nice open field tackle by Swigert.
Boy, Swigert has been all over the field. Now he looks like maybe it looks like cramps with Swigert, but watch number 20. Close back here on D.D. Dorsey. Here he comes out, bam. That is just a great play. But I think he's got cramps. I don't think he got hurt.
7.5 tackles tonight for Swigert.
If you ever had cramps, you know they hurt. They do hurt. Boy, they hurt.
Ship comes in now. 3rd down, Vegas 3rd. 3 for 8 tonight on 3rd and 11 from the 35. Rattay sets up, steps up, throws, has his man complete, and gets the first down to Ship coming out of the backfield. Marcel Ship has good hands. They haven't thrown it to him that much this season. That's only his 2nd catch. We saw him last year be effective out of the backfield.
Well, Marcel Ship comes out of the backfield, but watch it, nobody covers him. He's out here all by himself. Rattay just sees him, throws the ball to the outside. Now that's a linebacker on the inside, Cato June, number 59. That has got to be his man.
12-yard pickup, 1st and 10 out to the 47. On the ground again, Ship gets across midfield to about the 49. Hart to bring him down. Albert Toane, who came in for Capizzi at right tackle, working hard over there against White.
Omaha territory at the 49.
I mean, this defense, these guys have got, when you see guys with their hands on their hips, they're getting a little gassed. And you drive them crazy by running at them. Finally, Las Vegas has got a running game going.
Ship picking up 4 there. It is 2nd and 4 at the 49 of Omaha. Out of the eye. Ship again. And a couple of more before Bryson is in there. A couple of tackles on this series now for Nick Bryson. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the quarter. Las Vegas leading it 16-10, and they have a nice drive going. We'll be back.
FanHouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here. So step inside FanHouse.com.
Fresh. Bathing beauty.
He knows just how to capture the moment. The beaches here, incredibly beautiful.
Beautiful. Amazing backdrops.
If I could describe it, I would say heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth. Natural.
I just enjoy life.
Enjoy life. New and different. Bikini Destinations. A fresh new season, Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on HD Net.
Boris is trying to get into Orthodox Jewish school.
Okay, all right, so what do you want me to do?
Well, Vlad is too sick to go. Hit.
Hey, Shabbos!
Does Boris have a lot of friends in the community?
Oh, many friends.
Many Jewish friends.
All the Jews, all the circumcised kids.
We
Everybody's
do
circumcised.
not allow the uncircumcised.
You check it at the door.
We
check
have
it at the door.
to.
Oh.
We have to. You know,
Good, you're in.
good. Go on in.
Time to play Scrabble.
Svetlana, Thursday at 10:30 Eastern, exclusively on HD Net.
It's the Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
By Bobby Blackman, Bobby
16-10, Las Vegas leads Omaha here at the start of the fourth quarter. Kenny Rice, Paul McGuire, Ron Kruk, and Paul Crane on the sideline. Good turnout here in Vegas tonight.
And Omaha needs a stop here. They really need a stop to get themselves back in this ball game.
It's 3rd and 3 at the 46. Vegas 4 for 9 on third downs. Here they are in Omaha territory. Jeff Jagosinski pondering the next move, hoping he can get his offense back out there and see actually if he can get some offense going. Rattay drops back, throws, complete to Dorsey out of the backfield. That's become the weapon of choice now. Thomas runs him out. First it was Ship, now Dorsey to pick up the first down.
Well, you got Patrick Thomas, who is the linebacker, covering Dede Dorsey coming out of the backfield. They only needed 3 yards. They just ran a 4-yard pattern. Watch this on your left-hand side of your screen. Dede Dorsey comes out. There's Patrick, number 54, trying to cover him. Now, he did have help deep with Hart, but it didn't matter. I mean, he didn't get that far.
5 catches for 85 yards for Dorsey. Remember, he had on that trick play 69 yards. It's 1st and 10 down to the 43. He remains alone, set back and gets the carry. Cuts around the side, gets down inside the 40 to about the 38. Thomas in with Grayson for the tackle.
Dede Dorsey, this guy just doesn't get worn out. He just keeps doing. He does everything for him. He has been the difference maker in this ball game. Paul Crane talked about a difference maker, what this guy is, and he really does that. He gives him that added dimension that obviously Omaha does not have. And not only is he an excellent runner, but he's a terrific pass receiver.
54 yards on the ground, 85 yards in catches tonight for Dorsey. 2nd and 5. Dorsey again. This time he is corralled and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And it's Demetrian Veal coming in to make the tackle.
Number 97 is Veal. Just take a look at it. He sheds the block right at the line of scrimmage and does a perfect tackle on Dede Dorsey. That is just outstanding play by a defensive lineman.
Marcel Ship is coming back in. Dorsey will get a breather. We understand from Paul Crane on the sideline. Capizzi is out. Jason Capizzi, the right tackle, out for the rest of the game. Albert Toana is his replacement in there. He's the one that's doing some battle against Dwayne White. And here it is on 3rd and 7. Throwing, completing, first down to Andre Thurman.
And I'll tell you what, Andre Thurman couldn't have been more open on this play, and Rattay just sees him perfectly. That's the man he's going to throw the ball to. Take a look at Thurman is there. The only guy really close to him is Cato June, number 59, who is a linebacker.
15 yards, 2nd catch of the night for Andre Thurman. 1st and 10 at the 25. Ship back in, carrying it, gets it inside the 25, flags fly. Rouse and Ivy in the vicinity of that tackle.
The flags on the play.
Grayson getting up a little slow.
Well, he got whacked.
During the play, hold it.
By the offense, number 35. Foul is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
That's a fullback, Bobby Rome.
Will that drive you nuts? I mean, you're moving the ball right down the field. You're running clock. All you need to do is really stay within field goal range, because if you kick a field goal, it'll put you up 9, which is 2 scores. And just take a look at this. Rome is, oh, well, that's a tackle. Now, he did tackle Ivy.
This moves it now to second. All right, the first down and 19. Down stays the same, moves it back. First and 19 at the 34. Rattay to throw. Throwing for Perry and knocked away. Moving over was Phillips.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Jermaine Phillips, number 32, makes an outstanding play. He's going to come from the middle of the field, and watch where his head hits the ball. Right there, the ball is almost caught, but Phillips just knocks it out of his hand by Hernandez. Perry was there.
And Perry shaken up a bit. Jim Fossil telling us yesterday he's been the biggest surprise. He loves his confidence and the big plays he's been able to make for them. Dorsey back in, getting the carry, bounces off a tackle, one more. Finally, Thomas brings him down from behind.
I'm going to tell you what, Clinton Hart comes up and he puts a lick on D.D. Dorsey, and D.D. Dorsey does not go down. This guy is tough. Watch number 42 is a safety. Here he comes in right now. Bam, he hits D.D. Dorsey. He just keeps up and picks up another 6 yards. I mean, that's great running.
Dorsey, 12 on the carry. Marcel Shipp comes back in the backfield now for Vegas on 3rd and 7. Las Vegas 6 for 11 on 3rd downs. This is their 14th play of the drive. Rattay whistle before the snap. Timeout, Vegas.
Timeout, Las Vegas. They're first of the half.
Jim Fossil wants to make sure they got everything right here. Big play coming up for Vegas when we come back.
Santa Fe. First, Zane mixes a $48 margarita.
$48 right there. You guys want to try some? No.
Then drinks a beer strong enough to kill a chicken.
Chicken killer barley wine. How do you use the word unassuming?
And Steve takes on 10 pounds of burrito.
Let's get it on.
Drinking made easy in Santa Fe. Back-to-back episodes start Wednesday at 8 Eastern on HDNet.
Computer's your life, huh?
Yes. Perfect hiding place.
You're one of us. Information is power, and society must protect that at all costs.
My God. Our whole lives are on the computer, and they knew that I could be vanished.
How long would it take to track her? We'll find whoever she's speaking to.
No, I am Angela Bennett.
Give us the disc and we'll give you your life back.
I don't have your disc. I don't know what you mean. Why me? I am nobody.
She's out here on her own.
We have to find her now.
She's got the disc.
She's your responsibility. Deal with it.
There's gonna be nothing left. Everything will be destroyed.
What did you think you were trying to do? Save the world.
No, not the world, just myself.
The Net. Wednesday at 9 on HDNet.
Fanhouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here, so step inside. Fanhouse.com.
11:23 to go on the 4th. This is the 14th play of the drive, 3rd and 7 for Las Vegas at the 22 of Omaha. Rattay back, throwing over the middle, has his first down. Straight over the middle to Andre Thurman, the second catch for Thurman in this series. And the drive continues.
Boy, I tell you, Tim Rattay, you talk about a quarterback that just looks relaxed. He looks to his left, he sees he has nothing over there, and he comes back. into the middle to Andre Thurman. First down. Thank you, Andre. The officials, I know, are happy that you're helping them.
8-yard pickup there, 1st and 10. On the ground they go to Ship. Catch back inside the 10, the 5, touchdown! Marcel Ship with the first rushing touchdown of the season for Vegas. Only the second running back in all the UFL with a rushing touchdown this season.
Boy, this was just perfectly, they ran it perfectly, and Ship just cuts right back into the inside. They're going to go for 2 here, I would imagine. But just take a look at Ship. They just blocked down. This defense is tired. Jay Moore, number 44, who's the defensive end, never stayed outside.
Marcel Ship, 3 touchdowns last year, picks up his first of this season. As you take a look at the former UMass star, who's on that 1AA national championship team a few years back.
Here he comes. Just take a look at Ship. They just caved the whole left-hand side of the defense, or right-hand side of the defense down. And then Marcel Ship just kind of walks into the end zone. And when you saw him on his knees looking at the going, yeah, you block for me, I can score.
And Ship, who has been a great compliment to Dorsey. They were all last season. Ship started out this year as the main focus, has been averaging 3.5 yards. Good for just about any team in the league, but of course the explosive Dorsey kind of overshadows him sometimes. But you saw the great running there of Marcel Ship.
You know, a guy like Dorsey coming in and doing what he did in his very first game, getting 99 yards rushing, 107 pass receiving, it just picks up this whole football team, and it makes Ship a better player.
22-10, they're going for 2. Rattay throwing, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Phillips. Phillips is going, and he's gone. At the goal line, Jermaine Phillips with the pick, taking it the other way.
Intercepted by number 32, Jermaine Phillips.
Jermaine Phillips intercepts the pass, but he didn't know whether he was supposed to run with it or not.
He was looking. He kept running. Everybody's looking to see what he's going to do.
Watch this. When he catches it, he says, well, I got. Now, should I run? Maybe no. Maybe yeah.
He's thinking, what's the college rule? What's the UFL rule? What's the NFL rule?
There's nothing.
And it's all for naught. It just looked really nice.
Yeah, it did look good. He gets nothing for it except some high fives and say, you know, you're worn out.
I think in college that would have been 2. Here it just means he stopped the 2-pointer.
Sure, we pick up the zone blitz. Weak side linebacker. Who's got him? Who's got the Sam linebacker when he comes?
We got to pick this up now. Here we go. Flank right. F flag.
Yeah, boy. Get him. Get him.
The United Football League. If you like great football, you love the UFL.
Hey guys, Kara Zavaleta here, your host of HDNet's original series, Get Out, part of HDNet's Guys Night In.
If you want it, come get it. Come get it.
So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Every Thursday and Saturday night, we offer the craziest and most hilarious programming you will ever see on television.
We love the competition. We love sweat. We love the party.
Everything from gorgeous bathing beauties to some of the most hilarious stories from around the world.
What's wrong? Why are you grabbing your butt?
Mom, if you're watching this, please don't get upset.
Come on.
And let's not forget, the night ends with unrated programming that is hot, hot, and oh so hot, baby.
There's a double rainbow.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a double rainbow. High five up here.
Yeah, she's a delicious lady.
It's time to do it.
So join me, Kara Zavaleta, every Thursday and Saturday night on HDNet's Guys Night In. Sure to be one hell of a good time.
That Vegas scoring drive eating up 7 minutes, 8 seconds of clock, 15 plays, 75 yards, 14-yard touchdown by Marcel Ship. The first rushing touchdown of the season for Vegas. And there's Steve Hauska, who's kicked 3 field goals tonight, and he has given Shad Williams some fits. 3 times he's kicked it to the end zone. In Omaha, their offense has been sitting around for a long time. Again, Williams from the end zone and fighting to get to about the 20, maybe across that this time.
I just want to apologize a little bit to the viewers when you see those numbers, those black numbers on those red jerseys from our cameras up close like that, it really looks good. But when you sit here in the stands and you look out there and from the booth here, all the numbers run together. They really do. So we have to be very careful. You don't want to make a mistake who you're calling. Then they really slipped us a good one. They got Owasum, who was 95. He's now wearing 98 because Alfred Malone let him use his jersey because Owasum's jersey tore.
First and 10 from the 20. Garcia throwing and complete, hitting DeVar Darling.
A 5-yard gain.
They pick up 5.
2nd and 5.
Well, remember, in the opening game, as Garcia going with no huddle, they call this the stealth. Garcia, 2nd and 5. Haas crossing, catching, and he's going to have a first down at the 30. Remember, in the opening game, Omaha trailed by 13 points. That has been the largest deficit anyone has overcome in the young history of the UFL. They're down by 12 with 9:50 to go, still out of the no huddle. Garcia steps up quick, completes it. Amon Green gets across the 40, another first down.
Here's something they probably should have been doing in the first half. This hurry-up offense, and look at the defense. They're just trying to get extra players into the game. And Garcia, the only problem that slows this thing down is when you have to change your own players.
Shad Williams now in.
Yeah, they had to take Amon Green out, and they put Shad Williams in.
First and 10 to 42, crossing, hitting the tight end Hopkins. And Teddy Lehman brings him down.
Pass is complete to number 84, Christian.
Well, this is the first time we've seen some kind of rhythm for Omaha here in the second half.
And I tell you, that defense over sitting on that bench on Omaha, very happy to see what they're seeing because they're spent.
Garcia literally flexing his muscles. Steps up, throws, complete again, first down again, and Haas makes the catch.
Well, I'll tell you, this will drive the defense nuts. I mean, they were just walking in and out of the huddle with. And since he's gone to this hurry-up offense, it's opened up this whole field.
Ball in to the 47. Garcia again. Pressure, throwing complete to Williams out of the backfield, and he pays the price as Lehman lays it out right there.
On this play here, Williams catches the ball, and Lehman just can't wait to hit him. He had him zeroed in.
That's when the running back says, really? Really? Did I have to be the guy that time?
Especially for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 47. Garcia's completed his last 5. That one incomplete, going for Darling once again. And good coverage by Coy Francis, former star at Fresno State, who just joined the team. Was not with them at the start of the season.
Well, they're putting a lot of different guys in this ball game. Coy Francis is number 25, and look at this. This is really pretty good coverage. Darling wanted a penalty on the play, but no, I don't think so.
It's 3rd down and 10 at the 47. Omaha 4 for 13 on 3rd downs. And just when you thought they were getting the rhythm going, we'll see what Garcia can do here. Vegas territory at the 47. Crowd gets loud. Omaha wants a timeout.
Omaha.
Huge 3rd down coming up for Coach Jagosinski and the Nighthawks. Garcia will figure it out when he comes back on the field.
It's Jefferson, and this is my aha moment. I've had the opportunity of working with a select group of young men from the inner city. Some of them come from broken families where there's no father in the home. It's just phenomenal young men that just needed someone to say that you can make it. Being able to step in and not even being their fathers and being able to tell them that I love you, I care about you. It's just a phenomenal, overwhelming experience.
Mutual of Omaha, proud sponsor of life's aha moments.
These gentlemen have a special interest in Navarone.
I want you to get me and my team over there and on top of that cliff.
Start up diversions all over Navarone. I told them our orders have been changed. that we weren't after the guns anymore. If there's enough confusion going, then I should have a fair chance of breaking in.
We haven't got a bloody bomb big enough to smash that bloody rock.
Tell me where the explosives are. There's a traitor in this room.
Please, I am no spy. I am not one of them.
You are a liar. Who really is guilty? The man who gives the order or the one who has to do it with his own hands?
Someone's got to take the responsibility if the job's going to get done. You think that's easy?
Give up quietly, gentlemen, unless you want a great many innocent people killed as well as yourselves.
Pull the trigger!
The Guns of Navarone, Monday at 9 on HDNet.
Let's pack the gear and get out of here.
I'm Amon Green, and you're watching the UFL on HDNet.
The United Football League on HDNet is presented by Wilson, by Custom Bite, the only off-the-shelf, true custom fit mouth guard.
Kenny, I tell you right now, the way the defense is not holding up and the way the Locos offense is performing, you got 3rd and 10 at the 47-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys, if they don't pick up the first down here, go for it on 4th down.
Here's Omaha and Jeff Garcia at the helm. Steps up, throws, and it's intercepted. Intercepted again by Trufant. Isaiah Trufant ran the first one back for a touchdown, and he stops the drive here with 7:54 to go in the game.
What an outstanding play, but I'll tell you what, Garcia was really caught between a rock and a hard place, man. He had a chance to run, but he didn't really think that he could get to 10 yards. So he figured he's going to throw. Watch Garcia when he steps up. He thought maybe he might have had a little bit of room, but he didn't. And then Trufant just steps in the front of Darling and makes the play. Trufant has just been watching his eyes all night long, and what a game he's had.
The defensive star of this game, to the chagrin of Garcia, has been Isaiah Trufant. 2 interceptions. He returned the one for the touchdown that gave Vegas the lead. They haven't relinquished it, trailing 19 to, they've been on a 19-0 run after trailing 10-3, Las Vegas. Ship with the carry. He had the touchdown, the rushing touchdown. That's big news across the UFL, as Paul was talking about earlier. Only Dominic Rhodes of Florida had a rushing touchdown this year. He's had 3 of those until Marcel Ship gets it tonight.
Well, that young man right there has just played a magnificent game, man. He's been playing man-to-man the whole game, and not only that, he has time to read the quarterback's eyes. What he's saying is, you better be sure if you're going to throw it in my area. He almost had a sack in this game.
Yeah, had one last week. He is on a roll, as they say here in Vegas. And on the ground they will go. Marcel Ship again. Veal is in there, number 97, to make the stop. Bryant coming over as well.
Marcel Ship, the ball carrier.
Let's check in with Paul, who has the star of the game here.
Hey, stand by. Isaiah just got pulled into a coach's meeting. He'll be back in a moment.
All right, Paul. I don't know what else they could say to him at the time, except you're doing a great job, Isaiah. Keep it up.
Whatever you're doing, do it. Keep doing it.
What they say to you during those coaches' meetings during the game, Paul?
They never talk to me. They said, we only ask you to punt and try to do that correctly.
3rd and 4 at the 47. Rolling out, throwing, Rattay complete to Ship. That's the second time he's come out of the backfield. Green comes up to make the tackle. It's got a little rhythm going. Rattay does. He's hit Ship twice out of the backfield, hit Dorsey again on these little rolling out passes, and they've been affected for him.
Well, I would tell you something. Rattay thinks that they had the first down with Ship, but that he wasn't down. He wants them to take a look at this.
That's going to be closer, showing 4th and 1 at the 44.
All right, he has to get to the 43-yard line. Just take a look at this. His knee go down there. Now, it isn't where his knee goes down. It's where the ball is when his knee does go down.
And that is the challenge coming from Jim Fossil.
So if it's where his knee goes down, I mean, he's down there, but it's where the ball is when his knee does go down. Remember, he's got to get to the 40.
That looks like...
I'll tell you, that's first down. I guarantee you they moved this ball.
from that angle, that's a first down.
The ball is should be placed at the between the 42 and the 43-yard line, and that's a first down. See, again, it doesn't matter where his knee is. That's down, but it's where the ball is when his knee goes down.
Nice work tonight by our executive producer and producer Darrell Ewald, director Hank Lena, and the guys.
I really have a feeling they've got to overturn this thing and give him a first down because his knee's down there, but the ball is past the 43-yard line.
And they're seeing, by the way, the officials reviewing this, they're seeing what we're seeing.
I thought it's been an outstanding officiated game.
In other words, they're looking at the HD net footage. That's what they're seeing. That's the camera that they will judge by what they see there. And that little girl is just curious. She is not affecting the play in any way. She's
telling the referee, okay, give it to us, give it to us, give it to us. Come on, you can do it, you can do it.
Hey, Dean, they got to move the fans back when they're looking at that. Hey, Paul, is the meeting over? Is Isaiah available?
Isaiah is available as we wait for the decision on the challenge, and Isaiah Trufant, man of the hour with 2 interceptions. Can you describe the second one, what you've seen tonight?
I mean, truthfully, we're just trying to go all out. We know it's a big game today. I mean, they're coming in 2-0, and this is a chance for us to get up in this league and be competitive in this league. I mean, it's a big game. We're just going all out. I'm just going all out for the team.
Now, I'm curious, where'd your eyes get bigger? We'll hand it back to the challenge. I'll be back in a moment.
All right, as we look at the play of Trufant tonight. Wow, former star at Eastern Washington. Okay, here's the ruling.
After reviewing the play, the ball carrier was down. The ball was at the 42.5-yard line. The line of the game was a 43. It will be a first down, Las Vegas.
My eyes still are good.
Las Vegas is not charged a timeout.
Good call on that. Referee Chris Sneed making the official announcement. Good challenge there by Jim Fossil. Okay, back to Paul.
Isaiah, my question for you is I'm wondering where your eyes got bigger tonight, on the pick you ran back for the touchdown or the shot you were able to take on Jeff Garcia?
I mean, truthfully, the pick, that's more important. That's putting points on the board and making a big defensive play, so I'll take that one.
Kenny, I'm a little surprised. Back up to you.
No,
I don't know, Paul. You get that touchdown.
Yeah,
touchdown.
They don't care.
1st and 10 at the 42. Ship is in the backfield. And he'll get the carry. Nice change of direction, spins forward and gets about a yard after running about 8 to get there. And Thomas and Lewis bring him down.
You know, when you look at that run, you say, well, he gains a yard. But I'll tell you what, he did outstanding. He just kept the ball in play. When he all right, he's going towards the sidelines. Now, he could make it to the sidelines, but he sees it and wants the clock to, now he stops. Tackle me in the field. You're going to get me anyway. That's just heads-up play.
Clock is at 5 minutes. Omaha trailing by 12. They overcame a 13-point deficit in their season opener against Hartford at home. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They need a stop, obviously. And they'll stay on the ground and eat up some clock. And Marcel Ship has really been a workhorse. That's Gary Stills, the former Las Vegas Locomotive, the former Pro Bowler, a special team player there with the Chiefs, who's in on the tackle. 4:41 to go in the game. Jeff Jaganowski, his team may be facing their first defeat.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation.
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA. This October, HDNet Fights is the place to be for live MMA. First, it's the world's most feared strikers, K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Then, the search for a new champion continues, K1 World Max 2010 70-kilogram Final 16. Plus, only one will stand victorious, Sengoku Raiden Championship 15. HDNet Fights, every Friday in October on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
This is HDNet Unrated.
get out. Girls gone wild.
What do you say we go party and find some more hot babes to get wild with us?
Art Man presents.
It's always happening, man.
All part of Guys Night In, unrated.
Man, it's been wild tonight.
Thursdays and Saturdays, exclusively on HDNet.
Saturday, 12:30 in the afternoon.
Locos up 22-10 with a very familiar face here, a man who knows a lot about hitting, former UFC heavyweight champion, King of Pancrase, and of course, our co-host on Inside MMA, Boss Rutten. Boss, you having fun at your first football game?
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm amazed by those guys, how fast they throw, how they catch, how they run. That little 36 guy, catch, man, home run, unbelievable. Touchdown.
You are always known for your striking ability, crazy knockout power. As you watch this game, what do you think about the physicality of pro football?
You know, it's way worse. Like I said, these guys are running and they don't know they're going to get hit. And, you know, and I talked to Paul McGuire before, and he says the worst things are the knees. They attack the knees, and those are the weakest things. The rest, everything is packed in. So that's the problem. You know, you're running behind the ball, and suddenly somebody jams his helmet into your spine. Not a good thing.
What's worse, getting sacked by a quarterback or taking a Boss Rutten liver kick?
Liver kick all the way, all the way, all the way.
Shocking. I didn't think you'd say that. Kenny, Paul, back upstairs.
Hey, Ronnie, let me just say something. The first time I met that guy today, and I'm going to tell you, he is just an absolutely beautiful man. I'm going to tell you, tough as hell, but I'll tell you right now, he loves sports. He loves it. You know, he's never seen a game.
Yeah.
Really in person. He just very excited about it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And here in Vegas, they know him because obviously the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championships, based here. So many great fights have come out of here. And Boss, one of the greatest fighters of all time. And it's a great pleasure for me to work with him and you. I got the best of both worlds. They're doing an MMA show tonight, now a football game.
Well, they didn't get the first down, and they're not going to kick a field goal. They got Bogger in the game to punt the ball away, which is smart. But what they did force the Nighthawks to do, Omaha, was to make them take their final timeout.
So it's gone. No timeouts left for Omaha with 4:30 kicking. Standing back is Shad Williams. They're coming. Bogger gets it away. And it takes a Vegas bounce. It's going to stay down around the 13-yard line. Pressure was on. Bogger was hit. They must have gotten a piece of it along the way. Ezra Butler is there to down it.
Well,
look at Fossil.
He's going crazy because his punter got hit. Now, two things can happen in here. One, if the guy was blocked into the punter, and if the punter is faking. Take a look at it here. First of all, number 80 is Putzier. He was knocked into him, and they saw it. I mean, that's a good call because there's nothing Putzier can do but hit him. He didn't intentionally hit him. He was blocked into him.
Good no call. Jim Fossil would probably agree if he gets to see the replay. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Garcia steps up, throws, complete, crossing and hitting Christian Hopkins, the tight end. Trey Young there to ride him out of bounds. Clock stops at 4:18.
Well, you know, if you need 12, 13 points to win this ball game, they need 2 touchdowns. I know you have to stop the clock, but you got to move the chains. That's the most important thing.
You know who's been very quiet? Robert Ferguson, 7 catches, 94 yards last week. Ferguson, 2 catches, 29 yards tonight, although one of those was a touchdown. Big catch early on in the game, Paul, but he's kind of disappeared here in this second half.
Well, I'll tell you, the reason he's disappeared is they're double teaming him all over the field.
And with no running game, Garcia, numbers are limited. Under pressure, steps up, throwing, and it's dropped. And there was Ferguson. He was going to him, and you could kind of see the frustration for Ferguson, who was swarmed on by Jamal Lewis on that crossing.
Well, and Ferguson he knows that he's going to get open late because they're banging him at the line of scrimmage. They're not allowing him to get off the line of scrimmage. And then when they do, they have a safety who's going to pick him up coming across the middle. So if he's going to get open, he's going to come late. And that time, Garcia just found some time to get the ball to him, but threw it behind him.
3rd and 7 at the 17. 4:11 to go. Garcia have any more late game heroics? He needs a first down desperately, and he completes the pass to Ferguson and gets it right in front of Dowling.
Well, one thing that they did do is they threw it to Ferguson. They stayed behind him, made him catch the ball in front of them. Yes, he got the first down, but no, he did not get out of bounds to stop the clock.
3:50 to go. Garcia stepping up again, firing over the middle, and Putzier has it, or does he? Putzier making a great dive for it. Wallace is saying no way he made this catch. What a grab by Jeff Putzier. Putzier with the touchdown last week, and the challenge, of course, coming from Las Vegas.
Yeah, but why not challenge it? I mean, that was a big gain.
27 yards if it stands. Another look.
All right, take a look here. Garcia sees Putzier downfield. The ball is thrown low. He goes down.
Las Vegas is challenging the ruling of a completed catch.
Let me tell you what. His arms were underneath the ball. Now, he bobbled the ball, but the ball came back up in his chest. Here is going to be a good angle to see this thing. It's in front. Does the ball hit the ground at all? His right hand's under the ball. The ball is down. The ball's on the ground. That's an incompleted pass. That's a good challenge. They're going to bring this back.
Great effort by Putzier.
Great effort by Putzier, and great camera work by our guys. I mean, they picked that thing up, and this is what they're looking at. Once they see it, the ball's on the ground. There's no question about it. The one from behind.
We've seen 3 plays tonight by tight ends. If there were no catches, we'll have to wait and see if they rule this a no catch on Putzier. Reister, who made a great catch, he was out of bounds though in the end zone and made a nice effort, much like Putzier's there, and all 3 possibly going for naught. We'll wait and see about the challenge here.
Well, you see the ball hits the ground, then the ball comes up into his lap and he catches the ball. I mean, good hustle. But this is a good call. They're going to bring it back. And they got to find out what the time is on the clock, where the ball was when they threw it.
After reviewing play, the ruling on the field is reversed. It's an incomplete pass. It will be second down on the 27-yard line for Las Vegas.
High fives for Jim Fossil.
Las Vegas is not charged a timeout.
Good call. $9,767 here tonight. Some would say, really? But, hey, it's a Friday night in a city where I happen to notice never closes. A lot going on, and it's pretty impressive. Obviously, high standards set in Omaha, Hartford, and Sacramento, where we'll be next week when the Locos go to Sacramento. 3 new locations in the UFL, but a crowd approaching 10,000 here tonight.
And the good thing about Las Vegas going out to Sacramento is that they found a running game in not only D.D. Dorsey, but also
Shipp.
Marshall Shipp.
Shipp tonight, 17 yards on catches. He made a couple of first down catches, and then he's had 39 yards on the ground. He's been a real workhorse here in the second half. And
please reset the game clock to 3:44. 3:44.
Finally got that rushing touchdown tonight, Marcel Shipp.
He'll become the offensive player of the week just by getting a touchdown.
He probably will. I think Isaiah Trufant's got a good chance of being defensive player of the week. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown.
And the kicker will be the special teams player of the week.
Yeah, it's Steve Hauska just coming in. 3 field goals for him tonight. And Paul, what's he hit about 4 deep into the end zone on the kickoffs?
Yeah, I mean, that is a weapon in itself, just so they don't get any kickoff return.
Improved special teams play tonight. Fossil was telling us yesterday, not real happy with the special teams up until this point.
It is now.
1st and 10, Omaha. Garcia running and sliding.
On the scramble.
Short of the 40. Lewis was moving in there. No timeouts remaining for Omaha. 3.5 minutes to go in this game.
Well, you don't have many shots at the quarterback, and that time they took a shot.
I mean, this is now or never. We've seen 2 great drives late for Garcia and the 2 victories. Garcia popping, throwing down the sideline, and it's almost intercepted. He was going for Ely. Francis was there to knock it away.
Boy, Francis played that play just beautifully. And Garcia, I mean, I know he's got to take a chance, but just take a look at Francis when he makes his play on the ball. He knows he's beat, but he's got his eye on the ball, almost makes the catch, and then what happens is Ely, he's the guy that now he becomes a defensive back, and he's got to break it up, which he does.
Garcia with 2 interceptions last week, 2 more this week. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. 3:12 to go. This is the drive, now or never time, and there's a flag.
Delay a game?
Delay a game, stopping the clock at least. 3:12.
Delay of game by the offense. Number 7. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
Still, after all this, unless there really is the greatest comeback yet in the UFL in this drive, and see what they can do with no time and 3:12 to go, you wonder about Jeff Jagodzinski, if he's had any questions answered. He still doesn't have a running game, and they still make some silly penalties tonight that's hurt him, Paul.
They still have a lot of problems on 3rd down situations.
Garcia stepping up, looking for a safety, and Claret throws it to him, and he's spun around and brought down by Trey Young after a short pickup. And the clock ticks down under 3 minutes.
Well, one of the things that the guys have to do when you're on offense and as a receiver, when you see the quarterback standing back there and he's in trouble, you got to take off for the end zone, and so he can throw the long ball and hope you can get a pass interference. But you've got to give him something to shoot at.
Garcia running with it, tripped up from behind and brought down. That was that Moore in there with Lake? Both giving chase.
Well, that was a Wassam.
That was a Wassam now wearing Malone's uniform because Malone's injured. So he's out. 4th down. This is it. 4th and 6. Game on the line. Incomplete. No storybook finish tonight in what has been a great start for Omaha and Jeff Garcia. Jim Fossil's team is just about to move into 1st place. Both teams going 2-1, but in head-to-head, of course, Vegas with the win tonight would give them the edge in 1st place. Of course, Hartford tomorrow, big game coming up on Versus. They're taking on Florida. Must game for Florida with 2 losses already, and Hartford has a chance to go 2-1.
It's going to be really tight all the way down, just because you remember, folks, that they only play 8 games. And as of next week, we'll be halfway through.
Jagodzinski.
Well, we got 10 games to do, but halfway through for the teams.
Yeah, Jagodzinski, we mentioned maybe he didn't find out some things about his team. His Ship gets a carry, he's met in the backfield, but I think that Jim Fossil's found out a few things about his team. He's got 2 good runners that he knew about, obviously, but the way Ship has popped out as we come to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes away from Vegas picking up their 2nd win of the season. Big night for Marcel Ship. Tough night for Omaha.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
fanhouse.com. Go beyond the scores and stats. Get the story behind the story from an all-star cast of writers who tell it like it is. Your sports live here. So step inside fanhouse.com.
Get Out is heating things up in the Great White North.
It's going to be really, really hot. There's so much Canada has to offer.
On this sizzling new season of Get Out Canada, a sexy new adventure begins.
They're going to give us a free show.
Canadian style.
I think I'm going to open up another bottle of wine. I think that's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea.
This week, join the girls for an amazing zipline adventure in Turkey Point, Ontario. It's a fresh new season of Get Out Canada, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on HDNet.
Morris is trying to get into Orthodox Jewish school.
Okay, all right, so what do you want me to do?
Well, Vlad is too sick to go. Hit.
Hey, Shabbos!
And does Boris have a lot of friends in the community? And
Oh, many friends.
A lot of
many
Jewish
friends.
friends.
All the Jews, all the circumcised kids.
We
Everybody's
do not
circumcised.
allow the uncircumcised.
You check it. You check it at the door.
We
Check
have
it
to.
at the door. Oh,
We have to. You know,
good,
we'll
you're in.
good running.
Time to play Scrabble.
Svetlana, Thursday at 10:30 Eastern, exclusively on HDNet.
It's the Men's Warehouse Columbus Day Sale. Buy any designer suit, get any sport coat free. Plus, get a second suit for only $100. And everything else in the store is buy one, get one 70% off. Now through Monday.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
The United Football League on HDNet is presented by Men's Warehouse, the official men's retail clothing store of the United Football League. Men's Warehouse, you're going to like the way you look. By AOL Fan House. For more information on the United Football League, go to fanhouse.com. By Progressive Insurance, making it easy to shop for car insurance.
Well, my wife and I were staying in Buffalo longer than we thought, so maybe the stuff from Men's Warehouse is probably in Charleston.
Mine might have made it to Los Angeles instead of Kentucky. I don't know. We'll have to check on that next week. Of course, we'll be in Sacramento in case they want to forward it there. Second and 11. It's time to just run this clock out and wrap up their second win of the season for Las Vegas. And Marcel Ship again with the touchdown tonight.
Has his feet going a little too fast that time. We want to make a cut, and the legs didn't carry him.
Omaha jumped out, 7-3 lead, and Jeff Jagosinski and company, and everything was looking good. And then they built that lead up 16-10 at halftime, and it has been, after a scoreless third quarter, 6 points for Vegas here on the touchdown, the failed two-point conversion. Marcel Ship with that, and now it's time to take a knee and go to the locker room and be happier in first place.
Well, in Omaha's side, you know, Garcia didn't have a great night, 22 of 37, 168 yards, touchdown, 2 interceptions. But the big problem is, and they're going to have to do something to fix it, is running the football. They got a total of 54 yards rushing tonight, and that's with Garcia getting 17 of that 54. That is not going to win football games.
Solid night for Rattay, 14 for 23, 114 yards on the evening. And after everything had been so magical with Jeff Garcia, not tonight. 22 for 37, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. But for Rattay, nice job leading this team. Didn't have to force any issues tonight. Had some running game going in the second half, and of course with Dorsey and Ship in there, it makes them again one of the teams to watch this year.
Yeah, it really does, and it just, we really, you know, we harped on it a lot during the ball game, but it does make a quarterback so much better when you can run the football and be able to sit back and pick your pass plays that you want to. You know, they were in third down and short a lot more than Omaha even in this entire year. Omaha, they're just horrible in third down situations.
Bogger will kick it with 32 seconds to go. They're all coming. He gets it away. Williams moves under. Tries to cut back. That's sort of been the night for him. It's been some nice coverage. Ezra Butler getting in there and doing, I would guess that's the special team victory dance. I don't know.
That is, and you know, you can do that if you want.
It is tonight.
But you know the thing about it is, when you rush 10 guys at the punter and there's nobody back there to block for Williams, that's right. And those are one of those deals where I think it's really smart to take a fair catch because you're going to get killed. I mean, you really are going to get killed.
So the Nighthawks going on the road for the first time. They'll regroup as you look at Sammy Parker, a couple of nice catches tonight, and D.D. Dorsey. And Jeff Garcia, and see those pink wristbands and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The UFL obviously embracing that good cause, as are we here at HDNet, and that is going to be the ball game. Omaha started out tough. Again, bad situations on third down, so many third and long, and they will dance the victory dance here and sound the engine of the locomotives as Las Vegas has moved into first place in the United Football League with a 2-1 record and handing Omaha their first loss of the season.
And the next Las Vegas Locos home game will be right here at Sandboy Stadium, Saturday, the 23rd of October.
And Jim Fossil probably found a lot about his team tonight that he was looking for. Good special team play and a running game that was improving. And he's standing by now as we look at the standings. By virtue of the win, the Locos move ahead of the Nighthawks because of the head-to-head matchup. And the winning coach is standing by with Paul.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Coach Fossil, what is it that you learned about your team tonight, especially with the way it put together that sustained drive in the second half?
Well, neither side of the ball started out real good, but we settled down and we started playing good football. I mean, we held them 10 points for a long time, and offense kept coming back. We weren't pretty, but we managed the game, and I'm really proud of my team to keep their composure, keep coming back.
Came from behind after falling down early by a touchdown, and then at halftime you talked about trying to put together a running game and other things to go take it straight at them. Which was more impressive for you tonight, the defense or the fact you finally got a running game going?
Well, I think they went off each other. They feed it off each other, and we're a physical team, and we're in good shape. And we knew this team had come from behind in the fourth quarter, and our guys took a lot of pride in trying to win this thing in the fourth.
Coach, congratulations. You moved to the top of the standings based on the early tiebreaker. Congratulations. I got your running game standing right here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
yeah.
Coach.
Nice job.
Marcel Ship and Dee Dorsey. And I'll start with you, Marcel. How does it feel to be the first guy in the league this year not named Dominic Rhodes to score a rushing touchdown?
Oh, man, it feels great, man. I got to give all the credit to my offensive line, man. It made the job easy on that touchdown run.
How about that long drive that wore down the Omaha defense? What were the holes starting to look like, and could you tell the other side was tired?
Yeah, that's what we do. We have a great 1-2 punch, and, we just wear guys down, and that was our game plan coming in, and we executed it well.
Well, I guess you'll be the 2-punch because there's the guy wearing number 1, Dee Dorsey.
That's true.
How about it, Dee? What was it like out there? It looked like it was a little chippy at times, and I heard that it was a lot of talking going on. How much?
Oh, naturally, this is a tough game. It's a very good team, and it's a lot of pride on the field. So, everybody wants to get the best of each other. So, it's going, we're going to go hard. Every once in a while, it's part of the game, a little chipping going on, but, most of the time it's been fun.
Well, the team is undefeated since you returned. How big was the win here tonight?
It was huge, with them being 2-0, another victory for them would have definitely catapulted them out front. With so few games, you can't afford that anybody get that far in front of everybody. So, again, like Coach and Ship said, we had a plan to come in, establish our run, try to eat some of that clock, because 2 games before that they've won have come back in the fourth quarter.
And in the short time we have left, what was the biggest difference between not being able to establish a run in the first half and doing what you did in the second half?
A lot of times that's how the football game goes. You're going to get bigger runs as the game goes on. The D-line gets a little more tired. So, again, sometimes this is how it goes.
All right, welcome home. Congratulations.
Glad to be back. Thanks.
Kenny?
All right, thanks, Paul. So, big win for Vegas. They go on the road next week to Sacramento. You can see it here on HDNet. And for the Nighthawks, they go back on the road after they opened up at home, losing tonight in Vegas. They go to Hartford next week. Big win tonight for Las Vegas. It's one that at the moment has them in first place in the UFL. Some final thoughts when we come back.
A tournament with a generation of tradition. K1 World GP 2010 Final 16 adds a new chapter and continues the journey for a new champion.
The time, the talk is over.
One will stand alone.
Listen to the ovation!
On the channel with more MMA events than any other network. HDNet Fights K1 World GP 2010 Final 16. Tonight at 10:30 p.m. Pacific on HDNet. Your home for MMA.
An epic showdown.
I'm going to keep my focus on the football part of it, the X's and O's of football.
We've all had different paths to get here.
Proven stars, superior skills.
I'll try to make every play the most exciting play out there.
When you go on the field, you want to be at your best.
Each game lasts 60 minutes. Where glory is one play away.
You never know when the play is going to be a game winner. Go 100% on every play.
The UFL on HDNet. Las Vegas and Sacramento. Coverage begins live next Friday night, 10:30 Eastern, only on HDNet.
22-10 Las Vegas, giving Omaha its first loss of the season. Vegas moving into first place in the United Football League right now after week 4. Kenny Rice, Paul McGuire, glad that you're with us tonight. It was an interesting game. At one moment there, it looked like Omaha would never find a rhythm. They went in the no huddle, then they sort of found a rhythm, but some defensive plays for Vegas.
Yeah, you know, Trufant is the corner and just did a great job. He intercepted a pass, 2 passes. One went for a touchdown. But this defense, and Fossil, I think, put it very well at the end of the game where he said, you know, we are in great shape. Well, so is Omaha. They're in good shape. But these guys hustled in front of their home crowd, and it's just amazing how well you can play quarterback when you have a running game.
You don't see that every day either, do you? Jim Fossil and the guys are standing around and signing autographs, just under 10,000 here tonight. A lot of things going on in Vegas. You got 10,000 show up anywhere on a Friday night. I think it's a pretty decent crowd.
I think it is, too, and they should be proud of it.
Here's what stands out tonight. Running game, they're still trying to find it in Omaha. Most teams are still trying to find it around the league. Vegas finds it some tonight with Dorsey, and Marcel Shipp stands up and gets a rushing touchdown, the first of the season for the Locos. And you see the third down conversions again, 6 for 15 tonight from Omaha.
Well, this tells the whole thing. Look at the balance in the offense for the Locos. I mean, you got 114 rushing, 181 passing. They just really took over this game in the second half. And I thought Tim Rattay did a tremendous job.
And Isaiah Trufant, certainly a candidate to be the defensive player of the week. He had an interception that was returned for a touchdown. That was the first touchdown tonight for Vegas. And then he had another interception later on when it looked like Garcia and company might be able to get some momentum going. He thwarted that, and that was pretty much the game.
And I've always said that, coaches really don't win football games. They're supposed to put players in a position to win it. You could tell the way this defense played today. They were put in a position to win this football game.
And Vegas comes away with an impressive victory. We will see them again next week in Sacramento. Thank you for staying up with us, especially those of you on the East Coast, where you're going to see K1 fighting action coming up in just a few minutes. We saw some action here tonight. Hard hitting, some nice plays. Thank you for being with us, the UFL on HDNet. Our executive producer and producer of the game, Daryl Ewalt. Our director, Hank Lena. Pre-game producer, Chris Taylor. Our engineering crew, Dan Neighbors, Jeff Carmen, Andy Miranda. Our technical director, Todd Gordon. Mike and Hytham and Ruben. And you see the rest of the guys that make it all happen. Doug Deems. Without him, you wouldn't hear us. Lead camera, Lonnie Thomas, Jared Reichel, and Chris Markwell and Jerry Cole. Hey, tune in next week. We go to Sacramento. The Mountain Lions take on the Las Vegas Locos on Friday night. It all begins at 10:30 Eastern time right here on HDNet, the pregame kickoff at 11. For Ron Kruk, Paul Crane, and Paul McGuire, I'm Kenny Rice. Good night from Las Vegas.
Hi, folks.
Hi. We're ready to switch our car insurance to Progressive.
Today just seemed like a great day to save.